everyone, and welcome back to the stream. I hope you guys are doing well and just as excited as I am to play Dragon Age. J Trade, welcome in. Congratulations on redeeming first. I hope you are doing so well. Today, okay, preface for people on YouTube, if you don't remember, every stream in October that I do, I like to dress up special Halloween costumes kind of for every stream in October, and I'm using Tuesdays as a day to test around a bunch of Dragon Age costumes, and today we're dressed up as Windley, our Inquisitor. That's, it's harder to tell when I'm not pouting, basically, because that's Windley's default face. But that's, can I just say, doing the Dalish markings was very difficult. I think if I were to, do this again, I would make a stencil. But that's the vibe for today. Welcome in, Liam. I hope you're doing well. Nice fit. Thank you. Also, Zenith, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. How are things? Happy Dragon Age Day. I had to deal with an insane traffic today. That's rough. I hate that for you, J-Train. But it is Dragon Age Day, so hopefully it makes the terrible traffic worth it. I don't know. I think I've gotten really bad Dragon Age brainworms. I've even started dreaming about the game, which is how I knew we were getting down bad for Baldur's Gate 3 a few years back. If it weren't for the ears and the tats, I'm getting hella vibes, which is a good thing. Hella from Marvel? That's wild. Yeah, no, I didn't want to cut this wig because I actually have plans for it. It's my Hua Chang wig. It's cosplay I've not made yet, but I still really want to. So we're kind of Windley if he slayed, because I know if the game had longer hair options for male characters, I would be picking them. So if I had the option, Windley's hair would look like this. But we were nerfed, and that's fine. Probably get back to Dragon Age brainworms now that I've finished Metaphor again. Oh, sick! How was Metaphor? I hope you enjoyed it. This was not your first time playing Metaphor, correct? Or was it your first time? I might be mixing that up. You'll be fine with hair options in Veilguard. Yeah, no, I'm very excited to get my hands on the character creator in Veilguard. I'm gonna have a great time. Was NG Plus? Oh, sick! Windley cosplay! Welcome in Twisted Beach! It is a Windley cosplay. I kinda love it. I might do one more seriously in the future. I don't know. Dragon Age Day is one of my favorite nights of the week. I might finish Origins tonight. Oh, sick! Have fun getting freaky with Morgan if you don't plan on sacrificing yourself. You look good though, very slay. Thank you, Zena. Thank you. This is one of my favorite wigs that I have, and I always love a red contact moment. But anyway, that's enough yapping about tonight's costume. I'm ready to play the game. I think my plan is to just knock out all of the companion quests. We have to finish Cassandra's. I think we have unlocked Iron Bulls. He has a little exclamation mark. So we will be speaking to him. And Varric has one that's like an active one. And I guess we should finish Memories of the Grey. I don't know. We'll see. We can finally go back to Fort Mire? Not Misty Myers. Fallowmire. I had to find it. We can go back there and lockpick that door finally. Overlord! Already popping off is wild. Overlord, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. The Overlord with the really, really loud Dragon Age music right now. A tad overstimulating. But welcome in. Hope you're doing well. If anything needs doing with Cassandra, you just need to talk to her. I think we still have a couple more people to track down and kill. We've not finished killing everyone. I don't remember why we got sidetracked last week. I was about to say I'm romancing Liliana, but I forgot about the Dark Ritual. I can never forget about the Dark Ritual. I think it's so funny that Origins kept putting me in situations where I was getting down freaky with Morrigan. I just kept finding myself in these situations. So Mel second cosplay stream, let's go! Yes, it's part of my being a freak for Halloween. Tracking people down is just if you need approval grind. Oh, wait, really? I mean, yeah, we have 2 more targets to eliminate. I told her I would. And then we have Varric's whole thing to do. We have a few things. But first things first, I want to talk to the Iron of the Bull variety. Get in your chair, Liliana. Just like F wardens and certain wait. If I recall correctly, the real work that needs doing is Sarnia for Cullen's quest about Samson. Yes, we also have to do that as well. We've been putting Cullen's quest off for a while. Certain wait. Would that I might be missing the connection for Liliana in her chair. Alright, Iron Bull, what do you have for us?
Come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of ass left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
I really like Krem. Krem is very witty in a way that I enjoy. Cat deleted a human inquisitor save because I wasn't giving him attention. That's so upsetting. That's so upsetting. I'm always very nervous that, like, my cat will get up on my desk and, like, mess something up on my computer. Rest in peace, Twisted Beach. That is frustrating. Is this a private matter?
You want to discuss this alone?
Not like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
Oh, rest in peace,
You know they've
Krem.
got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield bash. Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter.
Alright, what's in the letter?
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And
well,
they really don't like Red Lyrium.
That
They're
makes
ready
sense.
to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition joining forces.
Alright, I am interested.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step. They found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
They wanted us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts. Always wanted to see one of those big warships in action.
Did you see that? Go get some water.
Rest in peace to Krem. He's
They're
doing
worried
his
about
best.
tipping the smugglers, so no army. My chargers, you, maybe some backup.
Alright, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna ask questions first. Welcome in, Nico. How are you? I hope you're doing well. For this mission, bringing Dorian provides bonus dialogue. Maybe bring Solus too. Oh, okay. That's cool. Dorian will always be going with me, regardless. Unfortunately for him, he is a team staple. My Qunari Inquisitor hates the Qunari, says she made her mistrust clear. Oh. See, I don't want Bull to think that I, like, don't trust him or his contacts or anything. And, like, I feel like I don't necessarily have a reason to distrust them right now. But I do want to ask these questions. Still in Europe, and it's midnight here in Germany, but I will be lurky. Oof, that is so fair, Overlord. We appreciate you coming in and saying hello, but also please get plenty of rest. Bull's an adult. He accepts it. You know, that's fair. That's fair. I may want to hold his hand, but he doesn't need his hand to be held.
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's, I'm used to them being over there. It's been a while.
You don't want them to spread?
I thought Kunari wanted to extend their reach to the whole world.
Yeah, just didn't think I'd see it. Look, the Qun answers a lot of questions. It's a good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change, and a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
So he just doesn't... Okay, that makes sense. He's like, this life in the Qunari is
What
not
does
for
this
everyone,
alliance really
which is
get
fair.
us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
Alright, I'll do it.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Kunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
Alright, sick. You have to start all over? That is rough. How far did you get before your cat deleted it? Bull keeps saying as long as you're not the kind of Talvashoth that kills kids, we're cool. He's just a chill guy. But at the same time, he gets snippy if you call yourself Qunari. You're not Qunari, you're Talvashoth, world of difference. Interesting. I guess that is true. Like, that is how they see it. Wait, do I have another?
Wardens harm their own and fall to mortal failings. Where does that leave us?
Is that...
Perfect start.
You have a quest?
Inquisitor. A title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me.
Yeah,
my
that is a
distraction,
challenge.
Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden, a humble bard.
I love bards. You're a bard?
Are you a bard like those of Orlais?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades.
A true
I
bard.
hope my skills will help in some small way, if only I can give your deeds their due.
She tells Cullen to fall on his sword if you pick him. Bard has a war table quest. That's so cool! I love that. I also love that she beefs with Cullen. Doing good, grinding some ER Night Rain in hard mode. How are you? I'm doing very well, Nico. I hope that Elden Ring is going good for you. That sounds difficult. You could be an honorary Qunari to the Qunari, which is confusing to the sun and the Qunari.
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
That is
A
fascinating.
simple thing that you know well. The power of a muse to rally hearts and minds. Inquisitor, I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Okay.
Carry on then.
Oh, I will do my best, Inquisitor.
Alright. Cool. Okay, you don't have any more yapping.
Right, you sure?
Does,
That's why.
I'll ask around
does
again.
Sarah have more yapping?
Let me know if you find one.
She looked through me from the garden.
Count yourself fortunate.
I can never, like, fully... Okay. She does not. Let me look at the map. What are all these exclamation marks for? Okay, it doesn't matter.
Let me know if you
It doesn't matter right now. We need to head to the Storm Coast with Bull.
their helm.
So I will be doing that. The Storm Coast. That's sealing the tunnels. Is this? I think this is the closest camp. Okay. So we're taking Dorian, of course. We have to have Iron Bull. And you said to bring Solus as well? Hopefully we don't perish. Not to be confused with the quest at the end of Dragon... Demands of the Q. Not to be confused with the quest at the end of Dragon Age 2's Act 2. Listen. You know, by the time I get to this quest in Inquisition, I've already forgotten all of the quest names in Dragon Age 2, so that's fine. Love that they reused it. Oh, I didn't get to flip through all the cards. That's so sad. Oh, solos will be like extra support things. So maybe Iron Bull won't die as quickly. With this quest, go with your gut. Trust. Now I'm scared. What do you mean by that? Alright, we'll find out. Why can't I hear anything? Okay. I can't hear a single thing. That's weird. They worked together. Good for them. Why? Hearing is now not a demand of the queue. Yeah, so like when I click out of the game, everything's fine, but when I click into the game, it like makes a weird noise, and my desktop audio like in OBS is like looks like there's noise being like constant noise being made, which is just not the case. I think I broke Inquisition. Always bring the egg. Welcome in. I don't usually bring the egg out, but you know, I should. It would help me figure out what his deal is. Also, he has a really cool staff. I forgot giving that to him. I think it's a common bug in Inquisition. Don't think they've ever bothered. Okay. Thank you for letting me know it's a bug, because I was about to spend who knows how long trying to fix it. Alright. Hisrod's reports say you're doing good work. Bull is Hisrod? Under the Q, we use titles, not names. Yeah, we knew that. Title was Hisrod because I was assigned to secret work. You can translate it as Keeper of Illusions or liar. It means liar. You don't have to say it like that. I love Bull. I wish I could hear him say this. Bioware's always been slow to fix things. You know, what's 11 years to fix something? It's almost finished with the game. Oh. That's painful, Twisted Beach. I am so sorry. Usually I have to reload to hear the audio. Reloading does fix it. Okay, well, I will save my game after this conversation, and then we'll reload if... because I don't want to play in the silence. Alright. I'm gonna be nice. We're a people pleaser to a fault. Okay. Yeah. Fuck all these Venatori cults. What is going on with Solus back there? You know, I couldn't hear Dorian, but I feel like there was probably a hint of sarcasm in whatever he said about life being better in the Qun. That's... yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a hint of sarcasm in there. Also, not me having to be like, bro, chill the fuck out. Well, I want to say he's right because that's baby girl, but I don't want to make Bull upset. Free from all that pointless free will, independent thought. He is making a point right now. Bull's a grown man. He'll be fine. Remember the final patch for Mass Effect 3 made Ashley unusable? That's crazy! Rest in peace to Ashley enjoyers. Solus T-posing in the background makes it this 100% better. I just, like, vaguely saw his arms move, and I was like, what is man's doing back there? Sorry, Iron Bull. Not here to convert anyone. All I care about is stopping this red delirium from reaching. Yeah, no. I think we can all agree on that. Not an army of magical freaks. Wait a minute. Okay. Alright. Their ship is out of view and out of range of any Venatori mages on the shore. Sick. Because Fireball on a ship, I feel like, would be terrible. Need to eliminate the Venatori, then signal the Dreadnought so it can come in and take out the smuggler's ship. I don't really care about these questions. Take out the smuggler ship. What if the ship has mages? Might be Venatori mages on the ship as well if Dreadnought can't handle them. Oh, that's what they meant. Okay. It's unlikely there'll be more than 2 or 3 mages on the ship, and they'll be dead by the 3rd shot. That's crazy. Okay. So talk to Gap before you head out. We can do that. We can do that. Why not attack at sea? If it's dangerous for the Dreadnought close to shore, why not attack when the smugglers reach open water? So true. Why not? Any decent smuggle ship can outrun a Dreadnought on open... Okay, so they're slow. I didn't know that. I don't think I knew that. Why use a small force? Yeah, why are we keeping this down low? Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. They could leave. They would see us and leave. Okay, no, this makes sense. This game is so broken. I'm just glad it's like a game issue and not a me issue, because I really thought it was a me issue. Alright, Bull, are we good with this? Never liked covering a Dreadnought run. Too many ways for crap to go wrong. Well, homie, that's just kind of our life right now. If our scouts underestimate numbers, we're dead. If we can't lock down the Venatori mages, the ship is dead. It's risky. Well, I think it has to be done. Alright, I'm ready. Get me out of this cutscene so I can save and reload, please. 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped to guard the shore. Those are going to be marked on my map. Most definitely marked on my map. Okay. Krem is going to lead the chargers. That's so cool. I'm so proud of Krem. Playing an elf archer, because playing human inquisitor will be a reminder, like, hey, you were almost done, but now you have to start over. That's rough. Yeah, no, I would be so upset. Okay. Let's do a little reload. Hopefully. Alright, let me try this. A little exit to menu. Entire quest is bugged to all hell, really? I can't believe they would do that to the Iron Bull. I've only ever played F. Ponari Mage and once a Dwarven Warrior. I bet that was fun. Am I gonna have to... Am I gonna have to close the game? Because there is no sound in the game. Hang on, let me click out of it. Yeah, I think... I think we're gonna have to close the game. We're gonna have to close the game. The entire game was broken. I was hoping it would be more like a Baldur's Gate 3 issue where like a quick little reload would fix it. My bad for expecting more of this video game. Oh shit, yeah, no, the game was for real broken because it took no time to close. I didn't know Dragon Age Inquisition was capable of doing that. Never encountered this bug on PS4 or even shaky or PS5. This game plays on the PS5? That's wild. No, that's fair. That's fair. I don't really know what the difference would be, but it does make sense to me that the PC version is a little bit more busted. I don't know why, but it makes sense. Okay, I hear things again. Everyone get ready for your eardrums to be busted out. Dragon Age is just always really loud when you open the game. You've encountered the bug on the Series X. So the Now, I know for a fact that is not fucking true. Okay. Okay, why have you decided that I don't have a controller plugged in anymore? Sorry, gang. We'll get this going. Yeah, no, my controller's still plugged in and working. Sometimes it just takes a couple of launches for it to be like, oh yeah, no, there is definitely something plugged into our PC currently. We are lucky that I actually really love the Dragon Age games. It makes all of the tech issues worth it instead of like just crashing out. Instead of doing all that. Okay. We have sound again. Well, you know that I'm on a controller this time. It makes you work for it. No, it really does. I remember this one PC bug of the dialogue wheel not showing up after you kill Alexius. That was a big one. I hate that. I get this bug, I guess what I would call a similar bug in Baldur's Gate all the time, where instead of like the dialogue options, you just get one option and it's continue, and there's no telling what you're actually saying when you pick that. So no dialogue wheel at all sounds so frustrating, because like you can't move on, like you're stuck there, aren't you? And Inquisition is incredibly annoying because you cannot save your game during dialogue. So like I don't think you could reload either. You go through this dramatic scene where Liliana sacrifices herself and you're back in the present and you are stuck. Yeah, you'd have to like redo a lot of stuff. Welcome in, the King Pumpkin. How are you? I hope you're doing well. You're here just in time. We've been fixing technical difficulties with Inquisition bugs. Just killed Locane and Alistair and Honora. Oh, you just killed Locane. One thought. And Alistair and Honora are king and queen. You had me scared for a second, J-Train. Anyway, rest in peace to Locane. We're not gonna miss him. Unless you take that world state to Inquisition. Doing pretty good, but I hope you're doing good. I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. But I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Okay, guys, there's sound. Let's get this freak leveled up. Okay. Rift Mage? Oh, that's his like special thing. Okay. Oh, I have 4 level up points. Okay. Firestorm sounds cool as hell. Catch their magic around weakening enemies. Use them to increase damage of your own attacks. Weakened enemies have the damage they inflict reduced even further. That would be helpful. That would be helpful. Thank you, Solus. I gotta start bringing you out more because you have very helpful abilities. Hey, not Iron Bull leaving us. In all fairness, it seems BioWare had a hard enough time getting manual saves into this Frostbite mess. I'm glad they did. Rest in peace to them. Stonefist is great on that specialization. I really need to bring Solus out more because he has some cool stuff. Would never kill Alistair. Yeah, I was shocked. There was like a split second there, J-Train, where I was living in a world where you somehow killed Locane and Alistair. And I was like, whoa, okay, that's crazy. Quite frankly, I would rather kill myself than kill Alistair. And I have. Going to be lurking here while I sort and organize some DVDs. Good luck sorting and organizing your DVDs. Before I go into lurk mode, I want to say love today's cosplay. Thank you! We're dressed up as my Inquisitor. This is a terrible angle to see it at. But we're dressed up as this freak of a man. Solus abilities are quite strong in certain mini-boss fights. I'm sure they are. I'm not like Dorian's specialization. No, I kind of love it though, because like whenever at least one of the spells Dorian casts out of the necromancy, like, causes this huge purple skull to pop up, and it's like, oh, Dorian's cooking. He's doing something. Good for him.
Just waiting on you and his rod up. Iron Bull, I guess.
Okay. Why can't... I guess I just
I'll
won't
be waiting
respond.
here.
Oh, here he is.
Once they're down, send up your signal. That'll let the Dreadnought know it's safe to come in.
Started my Blackwell
Understood, Chief.
romance.
Remember,
I
you're
love
gonna want
that
a
for
volley
you,
to
Twisted
start,
Peach.
but don't get suckered
I
into
hope-
fighting at range.
I hope you
They've
have
got
the best time
mages.
kissing that
It's
man.
alright. We've got a mage of our own.
I'm not a mage.
Getting close and take their enchanter down before he
I
takes
love that
over
she
the
keeps
battlefield.
insisting she's not a mage.
He'll be dead before he knows it.
There's more to talk to him
Just-
about.
Pay attention.
It didn't let me,
Let me
do
know
the
when you're
thing,
ready.
though. Like, am I dumb? Oh, I was dumb. Sorry. Okay. You knew Iron Bull.
You knew Iron Bull back when he fought in Saharon.
Yes, he led the group that freed me.
Oh,
I was
sick.
a Magister's slave, and when the Magister went to Saharon, he brought me along. For company. Iron Bull and his men attacked my master's ship and killed him, as well as his soldiers. Bull set me free.
Bull's just a cool guy. Then you joined the Qun?
And you decided to start following the Qun after that.
What do you think? I just watched a giant horned warrior kill the Magister who hurt me.
I've never heard this story.
He never told me about this.
One of the few things he hasn't shared with you, I gather. Sure, Bull. Share the secret Ben Hasrath reports, but keep that bit where you save the elf boy to yourself.
Bull is just a little quirky like that. Basically in the same position Fenris was. I'm glad Bull was there to get him out of that. Difference is Fenris hates the Qun. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Did tall Quinari Queen and Short King. I love that. That sounds so cute. Alright. Is Bull in trouble?
Is Bull going to get in trouble for passing those reports on?
The Ben Hasrath aren't pleased with how forthcoming Bull has been, but he was one of their best agents. He kept the streets clean in Saharon longer than anyone before him or after. He fought until it nearly killed him. The Ben Hasrath trust him enough to accept how he joined the Inquisition, even if they don't like it. Besides, they hate to discard a tool that might still have some use left in it. That's why I have a job.
You had trouble?
Sounds like following the Qun hasn't always been easy.
I had a temper. Bull's nickname for me, Gat, comes from Gatlock, the explosive power in Canary cannons. I
Oh.
was so angry when I was first freed. I wanted revenge. I wanted to find my family who was still enslaved in Minrathos.
That sounds like somebody
I
else
thought
we
about
know.
leaving when the Qun didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but I didn't.
Why not?
The Canary were always ready to listen, to teach. They cared for me as much as one of their own. And if I leave, the parts of the Qun that I don't like are never going to change.
You know, this guy seems chill. Short King Blackwell. I think Twisted Peach meant that, like, he's short in comparison to their character. How will you end up
How
or
did
how'd
an
you end up
elf
here?
end up working for the Kunari out here?
The Ben Hasrath usually pick elves or humans to work outside of Kunandar. We're a little harder to spot. I've worked
makes
in
sense.
Olay and Navarra, but only for a few years now.
And before that?
What did you do before that?
When I was old enough, I fought Tevinter forces in Saharon. I was too angry to do much else. It took me a long time to accept the Qun, to get past justice to purpose. Some days are still difficult.
That's fair. I'd like to discuss the
You
Qun.
have a minute to talk about the Qun.
I'm a spy, Inquisitor, not a teacher. I'm not interested in converting anyone or debating the philosophy. But I suppose it would make for an interesting report to hear the Inquisitor's opinion of the Qun.
None of these are really the vibe. Because I don't hate them, but I feel like to say I admire them might be a little bit more, like, let on that Windley knows more. But no, just through Iron Bull will be
I
nice.
think the Qun's philosophy is fascinating. We could learn a lot from the Kunari.
Inquisitor discovered her
very
magic when
different
she
way of
was when she set an elven
Fair, at
harbor
least.
out on fire.
That's not something you can say out
Them
in this
is
world
not the
very
Qun.
often. I like
Rest
the
in
simplicity.
peace. born
I
from
like
within
knowing my
fallacy.
place and knowing that it's the right place.
Yeah.
Other parts I've struggled
But-
with myself.
Listen, Windley doesn't want to fight people, and like, I'm trying to get a vibe on, because okay, Windley does not hate the Qun. Has no reason to, currently. But Alien to me also did not feel quite correct either. Fucking hate the Qun. I would hate to live there, that's for sure. I would definitely hate to live there. How so? I think I'm metagaming. Liam. So I was like, I know. Not that it was offensive, it just like didn't feel correct in the sense of it wouldn't have been Alien, because I'm like, I know all these things about it already, so it's not Alien. Then I realized that's me, not Windley. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, that would not have been lying. You'll see why in a second. Oh, I'm sure. Because I feel like my biggest exposure to that, like just the Quinari in general, have been chill as hell guys like Sten and Iron Bull, and then like Dragon Age 2, which is like a whole different mess. Aliens don't exist in Dragon Age. Wait, Liam, is that actual lore? Or is that what Gat would have said? That's wild. All this world out here, and you're telling me aliens don't exist in the Dragon Age universe? No. That's wild. It's very structured and very, very religious, and it do be like a cult. Yeah, no, that's fair. Watch out for the area where you're fighting. There's a unique helmet for Bull called Dread. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that. There is Krogan head in Gaspard's trophy room. I don't think I noticed that. Okay.
No one's actually detailed how an alliance with the Qunari will help the Inquisition.
The answer to that is above my rank. But the Qunari don't really bargain. They don't know how. I doubt you want Qunari troops stomping around your stronghold, and you're too far away for supplies to be useful. You'd get more use out of our ships, I imagine. And the agents we've got spread across Thedas. We know a lot more than what Bull sees in those reports he's been forwarding to your spy master.
Okay.
I'll let you know when
Cool.
we're ready.
I await your pleasure.
There's the ogre
Inquisitor.
statue in Mass Effect 2's DLC. Oh, it's like a callback. That's cool. Not forget they signed a peace treaty they had no intention of upholding. I did forget. I did forget they had no intention of upholding that. You're so right. You are so right. They just keep putting Quinari characters in front of me, like directly in front of me, that are super cool. So that it's like I forget all of the things, all of the like details of Dragon Age 2. Because I'm like, nah, Iron Bull's chill as hell. Okay.
I'm ready to head out, Bull.
Right. Chargers, hit 'em hard and hit 'em fast. When this is over, drinks are on me.
You got it, Chief. Charges. Double time. Let's move.
Also, why is Solus missing a bit of health? Okay. You have 2 points to spend. Do I have Rampage already? Oh, I do? Okay. Critical strikes have a chance to cause a gory mess and send nearby enemies fleeing in panic. Being near a badly wounded enemy spurs you into a frenzy, driving you to move faster and giving you a better chance of striking deadly blows. That's cool. Seeing the Quinari was fascinating, gave him psychic damage. When it said I admired the Quinari, I did not think he was gonna be like, they're so fascinating. I thought he was gonna be like, I think I think they're chill. I thought he was gonna be more like, I admire their way of life, not I find them fascinating. Like, that's not at all the words that I picked. If anything, to hit Gat with the I find the coon fascinating feels a little bit more like something somebody would say with the like it's alien to me prompt of like I don't really know a lot about it, but I think it's fascinating. I feel like sometimes the difference of what I think I'm picking and what is actually said keeps
to be heavily defended.
Suppose we'll
keeps
do the
throwing me
heavy
for a
lifting
loop.
then, just like old times.
They only chill because they're cold-blooded bastards. I don't know, Iron Bull looks like his blood is warm. No, we do get to see a very favorable view of Sten and Iron Bull. More so Iron Bull than Sten, because, like, you really have to get to know Sten. Iron Bull is very friendly with the player from the start.
Be careful. My agent said to expect opposition ahead of the main camp.
We've all done
He's
this a
coming
few
with
times,
us?
Gat.
You've been living outside the Kyun for years now, Iron Bull. Just wanted to make sure your reflexes hadn't gotten as soft as the rest of you.
Why did he say
Ouch.
Iron Bull like a slur? said it like an insult. That's so funny. He does not like Iron Bull going by that nickname.
Prince up
Doesn't
ahead.
Sten approve of
Don't
selling
let
the
them warn
alien
the
and
others.
elves into slavery? Oh, see, I would not know that. Because I never even considered that as an option worth taking. So I don't know. That's pretty fucked up if he did. Iron Bull is his base name. I just love the way Gat said it like it was an insult. You know, all these homies that can cast barrier, and not a single one of them casted. I mean, I know I'm part of the problem. Where the hell is Iron Bull? He's in there. Yeah, he's in there. I don't know if it actually got casted on him, but he was glowing green for a second, so maybe it did. My Inquisitor met Bull. She's like, well, my parents were at Talvash. He's like, well, were they bloodthirsty murderers? And she's like, well, no. It's like, well, then we're good. That's so silly. He just seems really
Don't
chill
see
to the
any
player.
tattoos, but you're carrying a staff. Are you from a Chantry circle?
No, and I would prefer not to discuss it.
Have I done something to offend you?
You joined the Kyun
After they rescued me from slavery.
and put you into something worse. A slave may always struggle for freedom, but you among the Kyun have been taught not to think.
Solus, not the time.
He's always fighting with somebody. I mean, I understand, especially because Solus, I feel like, does really value, like, thought and all of that. Like, I understand his beef with the Kyun, but, like, bro, we just met this person. Lay off it, please. The girlies are fighting.
Get ready. We're close.
Hey, you say, oh. You know, it was very kind of these Venatori up here to wait for me to turn around. Real weird one is Sten approving of letting that Templar be enthralled by a desire demon. Yeah, no, that is wild. That is very wild. You know, Iron Bull's been taking these fights better than the last time I brought him out.
Can you make out any of your mercenaries down there?
Not from here. Probably a better view once we take the Vince camp.
Worried?
They're my men. I've been with some of them for years.
You are so... I think he is so fair for that. Not Gat trying to be like, wow, what are you, worried? Okay. Did I finish looting? I think I did. Alright. Made a big scene about it too, of all the hills to die on. Like Solus. Chill out. Oh, you're talking about Sten. Yeah. No. That hill. Let me gather my thoughts. Trying to die on the hill of like, yeah, no, we should let them be. Why did I think that was the way to go? I think it looked like there was a road. Yeah, I don't think I didn't bring Sten out very often, if at all. So there's probably a lot of like little moments like that I definitely missed out on. Oh, they're all the way over there. Where are you going? Okay. Sick. Is that all? That is not all of them. Oh! It is all of them.
We're
now I just have
clear,
to signal.
Cat.
Sick.
Right. Signaling the dreadnought.
Chargers already sent theirs up. See them down there.
So glad Krim
I
is
knew you
okay.
gave them the easier job.
Did I miss the helmet?
There's the
I
dreadnought.
thought I picked everything up.
That brings back memories. Nice one. Crap.
Hey, they're gonna... They can retreat. They'll be killed. Look at them.
They've still got time to fall back if you signal them now.
Yeah,
Your men need to hold that position, Bull.
they do that. They're dead.
you tell
And
them.
if they don't, the Venatori retake it and the dreadnought is dead. You'd be throwing away an alliance between the Inquisition and the Canary. You'd be declaring yourself Talvashoth. With all you've given the Inquisition, half the Ben Hasra think you've betrayed us already. I stood up for you, Hisrad. I told them you would never become Talvashoth.
They're my men.
I know, but you need to do what's right, Hisrad. For this alliance, and for the Qun.
Don't make me choose. See, I have no emotional attachment to the Dreadnought. Why would I save the Dreadnought? The chest was right next. Oh, rest in peace. What choice? Yeah, no, you know, the choice has already been made. This is so sad. Anyway.
Call the retreat.
Don't!
They're falling back.
All these years, Hisrad, and you throw away all that you are. For what? For this? For them?
We can, no, the ship is not dead yet.
We can make this up to your people.
No,
Oh,
you can't.
that's what you meant. He's acting like it's a done deal.
No way they'll get out of range. Won't be long now.
Bull, when the dreadnought sinks,
Sinks. Canary dreadnoughts don't sink.
Okay,
Come on.
rest in peace.
Let's get back to my boys.
Mask comes off. No, truly. So this was all just one big test to see where Iron Bull stood. Not to say that they knew there was going to be more Venatori. Talus was on that ship from Dragon Age 2 DLC. That's wild. That's not funny. That's not funny, but that's kind of wild. It's possible? That's so wild. You know, if Gat was so upset about it, I feel like instead of sitting there yelling to Iron Bull, we could have been slinging spells or something. If you kill the Chargers, you get a War Table mission from her. Now, why the hell would I kill the Chargers? That's so interesting, though. It's like a, hey, remember this one self-insert character of that one girlie? People like to joke that Talos is on the ship. And that would make sense, because you never hear from her if you let the ship explode. Don't be dirty like that. You know I love kissing red-haired elves. So, I love that they included this real-life woman in the game. I think that as a concept is so goofy, and I love it. But Zenith, I'm sure you could find better red hair elves. I'm sure you could. I was gonna make a joke that, like, Solus looks like if he had hair, he would probably be a ginger or, like, strawberry blonde. But you don't like Solus. But that also kind of makes it even funnier to be like, hey, if he had hair, he could qualify. Oh, I was playing Baldur's Gate last night, and, it was, like, a modded character, and when I, like, leveled up, my hair was not in the level up screen, so my character was just bald. And it low-key looked like Solus for a second. And I was like, damn. Damn, they got me out here looking like Solus.
Inquisitor, it is my duty to inform you that there will be no
Just got here, what I missed. Welcome in, Barmy.
Nor will you be receiving any more Ben Hasrath reports from your Talvishoth ally.
I saved Iron Bull's men.
To kill me, Gat?
No. The Ben Hasrath have already lost one good man. They'd rather not lose two.
Oh, he really said, I am not beating you in a fight.
So much for that.
That's okay. Playing Baldur's Gate 3, Shock of Shocks. Listen, J-Train, I only play like once or twice a week in multiplayer games. I am reformed. I no longer play Baldur's Gate 3 every single day. Have not done that for a long time, actually. Rip tallies. Yeah, no, the YouTube chat was just telling me about that a little bit ago, about how there's, like, the joke that Talos is on the ship. She was not on the boat. I'm very delusional. No, that's okay. That's okay, Zenith. I'm still very delusional that Alistair is my best friend of all time, and has very warm feelings for Wheatley, even though he has directly told me that he doesn't think Wheatley was all that chill because I did the dark ritual. That conversation didn't happen. Welcome in, Silvery Sphere. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If you sacrifice the Chargers, Sarah, Blackwell, and Varric are vocally disappointed with Bull. As they should be. That makes complete sense. Yeah, how are you feeling? You did the right thing.
I'm proud of you, Bull.
But I also want to check in.
Thanks, boss. You're late.
Sorry, Chief. Still sore from fighting off all those vents. Good to see you, Inquisitor.
I'm glad you survived.
That fight against the Venatori was a bit dicey.
We knew that you and the Chief had our backs, your worship. Chief's even breaking open a cask of chasing sackmead for the
How could I
tonight.
ever let them die
Clem,
after
that's
that?
the kind of thing you don't have to mention to the Inquisitor.
Sorry, Chief.
How could I ever make a different choice now after Krim was like, I knew you would have it. I knew
forget it.
you'd be chill.
You're doing fine.
Doing all right. I see you're just making death choices. we are keeping people alive because I have no emotional attachment to just the nameless Quinari that we were going to be allied with. But I did have an emotional attachment to Krim and the gang. And last week we got to meet the rest of the gang. And I loved them. Why do I feel like Iron Bull has some yapping to do to me? Okay, he doesn't. Well, not an exclamation mark, but we'll check in. Oh, he definitely had some yapping.
You wanted to see me?
Damn. Where'd these people come from?
Oh, I got it! Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so...
Rest in peace.
Sorry, boss. I thought I might need backup. Guess I'm not even worth sending professionals for.
He's like, damn. That's all they can send? They're not even that good. That's so funny. Bull tells Blackwall, at least I didn't kill a wagon full of kids. You got a problem? That's such a filthy read. Not unless you expect me to hold a hill, Quinari. That's filthy. That's kind of fucked up but funny. Cassandra and Cole are more, oh, you're sad. Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, from Bull's perspective, that was probably a much harder choice because that's, like, his people versus his men. So, like, that was probably, either way, going to have more of a toll on him. Solus says, the fact is, Iron Bull, you are Quinari. I cannot be disappointed in your decisions. Some mindless, soulless drone, you could never make any. That's crazy. That's crazy. Solus has been on fire talking shit about the Quinari lately. I guess he usually... But, like, that paired with what he said to Gat earlier, like, damn. That is wild. Iron Bull says, by the way, I like your last name, Adar. It means weapon. He's that to my Inquisitor. That's so cute. Bull banter is one of the few times someone calls Blackwall Rainier. That's because he's proven a point. He is proving a fucking point with that. Oh, you heard? Been here chilling in the shadows. That's fair, that's fair. Forgot Krem says Chief. Love to see it. Fun to say. I love Krem so much. I'm glad that he's alive. Heard Solus, and what did that evil god do again? Solus is just talking shit, but in a way that is absolutely wild. Like, what do you mean you think Iron Bull is a mindless, soulless drone that can't make any decisions, so you're not going to be disappointed in him? And I know he said that in the cattiest tone ever, because he usually does. Gotta admit, the Kuhn is a very easy target for a Reddit atheist like Solus. No, you're right. You're right.
You knew the assassins were coming.
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
Oh. How's your wound?
Are you all right?
Fine. Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
You know, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. Curious, but I shall not. The knife could be poison.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomec, liquid form. If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're smart.
It stings like shit, but that's about it.
I don't think that is wise. So we're just gonna be sad.
I hoped the Ben Hasrath would let you go.
They did. Sending two guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality. Just making it clear that I'm Talva Shoth. Talva fucking Shoth.
Wait. I didn't realize this was flirting, but, like, that is the best thing to say. Is Dorian gonna be upset if I pick this option, or is it just gonna, like, not count for anything? Does it count as me cheating? would have betrayed you in the DLC had you killed the Chargers, as he should have. Because if you kill the Chargers, that's kind of betraying Bull. Also, welcome in, Princess 70. I hope you're doing well. He's more indignant than catty. Oh, so he let his anger simmer for a minute. I see. If you were romancing him, your Inquisitor becomes a laughing stock. They put on puppet shows making fun of you. That's wild. That's so funny. You can still say that. I hope you're correct. Because report this attack, please. Like, report it to who? Report it to who? I already know about it.
You acted like a Talvashoth for years. That didn't change you. Neither does this.
That was just a role. This is my life. As one of those. I've killed hundreds of Talvashoth in Saharan. Bandits, murderers, bastards who turned their back on the Qun. And now I'm one of them.
Nah, you are the Iron Bull. Do you regret killing them?
So are you sad about losing what you had, or worrying that some of the Talvashoth you killed were like you?
I don't know. Both, I guess. Anyway,
Rest in peace.
I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what happened. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
He's handling this very well, and I am proud of him. I think we made the right choice. I think we made the right... Is that his entire, like, little character quest? We have to... Do we have to check in with Leliana? Oh, report it to Leliana. Right. Because she could do something about it. Because, like, what am I going to do about it? Other than, like, delegate it to somebody else. Okay. Alright, so. Let's finish the unfinished business. We have Exalted Plains and the Western. We'll just go to the Exalted Plains. Well, that's the closest camp we have. Ooh, that's a cool card. I think my favorite thing about completing, like, different quests, or like, just completing different things with the companions is seeing how their art changes. That's fun. Anyway. Is this... No, we need Cassandra. You're right. This is our team of all time. I wonder what her dreams sound like now that she's gone full... Thought you could ask her about her plans for being divine. I hope she gets to be the divine. I know that is quite literally up to me. But I hope that works out. Dreams sound like now that she's gone full murder hobo. I would be very curious. Because, like, I feel like while Leliana is hardened, I think for the most part, she still has her heart in the right place. She just, you know, might be a little less willing to hear people out, which is a problem. But I think overall, she's not a bad person.
Nothing to report, sir.
Alright, sick. Thanks. Alright, so how the hell do I get out of here? Alright, so we are looking for Sir Hildbrand. Are you just saying hello to me? Okay, I think you were. So I need to get up there. So I need to turn my ass around. We need to go this way. Saying she'd change everything, make priesthood open to all races. It's not. Okay, you know, dwarves don't really follow the chantry. And we know how they're weird about the elves. else also don't really follow the Chantry. So actually, no, that's, you know, I'm glad that she. Oh yeah, we were doing subterfuge now. I'm glad that she is like, yeah, we want to make things accessible. We want to make this whole thing not disgusting like it has been. You throw a handful of dust into an enemy's face, putting them to sleep for a short time. That's so funny. I also initially read that as loose dust for some reason. I was like, this man just has dust in his pockets? What's going on? Okay. Is this one of those, like, following the roads is gonna get me there? Okay, sand, that's what I was thinking. I was like, Cole and his pocket sand ability, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Cassandra also, her heart's in the right place, but for some reason or another, like, she, I guess, is afraid to take more drastic change. Or maybe it's, like, harder for her to, like, think of what could be because of how things have been. That is not a mountain I can climb. Okay. Following the road is the opposite of what you were supposed to do. Yeah, I think I figured that out. Well, I also was just no longer following the road. Alright, let me study this map. So I'm pretty sure however I need to get here is across. This looks like a bridge. Am I correct in that being a bridge? So we kind of need to, like, go out a little bit. Enemies in the swamp? Oh. Okay. I forgot that was in the Exalted Plains. So archway, you go under. Okay. Now I gotta remember how to get to the swamps. Bear with me. That was through, like, some rocks and shit. Hang on, let me go back to camp. let me start over. Cassandra believes more so in the institution of the Chantry. Yes, Leliana is always given more, like, less the institution and, like, the hierarchy of the Chantry, and more, like, she is very much into the spirituality of it all, and, like, the personal beliefs, not the like, not society. She's not as into, like, the culture and, like, the more social aspects that the Chantry upholds. And I think that's part of why Leliana will make a better divine, because she's, like, if you're going to be the leader of a church, I feel like it just makes more sense for you to be more into, like, the religion of it and less into the oppression that they're doing. Not to say that Cassandra is into the oppression, but she's a part of that system. Round 2 fight, not the round 2. No, it's fine. We'll avoid. I don't need a frozen heart anymore, so we can just go straight up to the guy we're trying to kill. Cassandra's just a baddie. I love German women. Cassandra is a baddie. It's a shame I didn't kiss her this game. But that is okay. I'll have to play again. I think if I were to play this game again, I will be tracking down a polyamory mod just so that I can kiss everyone and not have to play this game 30 different times. I just need to make sure you don't run into the dragon. Okay. Well, luckily,
One of the Templar targets.
we found what we need. And I will be teleporting out of here. So, dragon avoided. sick.
Sad that it came to this, but at least it is done.
So true, except for this wyvern did get involved in the fight. So we have to deal with this first. Oh, Cole putting that to sleep. That's so helpful. Are you making this worse? No, I don't mind. I don't mind. I read the dragon warnings as a little bit more humorous. A little bit more humorous than anything. Y'all are fine. Okay. Now, we need to go. We have one more. We have to take down Leo of Lucian Bay in the western approach. Rest in peace to Leo. Not gonna miss him. I think we have a camp somewhat close by that. That's fair. You wanted handsome mustache man in this run. So true. You know, I didn't realize how much I was going to absolutely adore Dorian. I should have used a different word there. I did not realize how much I was going to like him until a little bit more recently. Because I was like, man, I really have been thinking about this man all the fucking time. Still locked. Have to go around the whole area. Sick. That will do. Okay. So is there just like... Oh yeah! I remember looking for this now. Okay. So how do I need to go around? We're gonna start at this camp. That'll do it. But yeah, I've been thinking so much about Dorian. I was like, wow, I think it hits. But also, unfortunately for him, I am very much still a Minecraft YouTube stan at heart. So he will forever, like, he's lucky he's not a real man in my life, because I think he would be very annoyed at me comparing him to a Minecraft YouTuber that also has the same style of mustache. For the Minecraft skin, not the real life man. Just gotta do operations so you can open the way. Okay, well we need to do that anyway, so let's get that going. What is this? Have I? Oh, I have been here. This is where we did the bridge. I didn't remember the stinky pillars. This is a bitch to do. You can't exactly get there from camp. You have to go around. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. The toxic gas out of the way. Yeah. I remember that. I am so glad that I was streaming, because I would have gotten here and tried to walk through the toxic... Oh, I guess they just teleported to catch up to me. So I would have, like, tried to walk through the toxic gas, because I've done that in Baldur's Gate. There are a couple areas in Baldur's Gate with toxic gas, and I just brute force through it. Sometimes. One of the few places in the base game where you fight Darkspawn. You know, Inquisitor by day, might as well call me an honorary warden by night with all the Darkspawn we've been fighting out here. Bigger fart gas cloud on the horizon? We just won't look that way. Windley does not concern himself with the pollution in this area. The Inquisition has bigger issues to deal with. Did they die at the same time? That's so funny. Is this the door? I think I found it. Oh, I remember what this is. This is that door that I couldn't figure out how to open. So then we said, hey, I'm gonna go look for it elsewhere. Or maybe it's not, because it's acting like I've never been here before. So maybe...
That's the grandmother of all locks. We're not getting in here.
Alright, thanks. Thanks for that. What's the red dot? Not the dinosaur. That is your road. Maybe, okay. Was there another point? I guess there was another point that had a door that where I thought I was supposed to be looking for something to open it and then just gave up. But it was not there. So do I need... Oh, it was probably here. No, it wasn't there. Because that's the bridge. That's the gates. Might have been in the still ruins where I thought I found it. Oh, no, it was absolutely over here. Okay, other side. Further to the west. Should I go there? Not the dinosaurs. Might as well. It's a keep you can capture. Might as. Yeah, that will probably help us get that door open. I feel. I'm kind of obsessed with these random spikes that look like they've been built out for no purpose other than to look hostile. Those just look like random spikes. Good for them. Doing a barrier? Yeah, I think I did. Sometimes I always like second guess myself and forget which button I press to start certain spells. With those spikes on your house, that would be cool. You could have like a goth house or like an emo house or something. Oh. Rest in peace to me. Also, welcome in, Panzer. I hope you're doing well. Is he gonna drink? Okay, he got it. Sometimes it's hard to tell when our friends will drink their health potions. It also mentions of features that were cut, like poisoning the keep's water supply. Oh, that would have been so fun. Because I know in Baldur's Gate 3, when you go to the goblin camp, you can poison their alcohol. I love the should we knock, and Cassandra's like, hell yeah. You could poison the goblins, and that at least takes out like half of them. So you don't have to fight through as much on your way out. Not them all just
prepare them.
Damn, that guy, his last hit points is really holding on. Where is this going on? Just see this man on fire. Am I no, I'm not asleep. Do another barrier because I'm nervous. They had us all clustered up right here. Such an exciting time when information was dripping out. You're going to get the option to tailor your keeps for military, trade, or secrecy. Oh, that would have been cool. That would have been so cool. I bet it was super exciting to like see all the things that it could have been. I know I always thought it was kind of fun to learn about like the different ideas that ended up getting scrapped for Baldur's Gate 3. Like the idea of like going to the upper city, or like even having like a mission where you could fix Karlach's heart. Also, I have seen that apparently Astarion like used to be a tiefling in like the very, very early stages of development for the game, which is wild. Scott here, what have we done? Welcome in, Bearspace. So we did Iron Bull's quest and we saved Krem and the gang because I love the gang and I did not have an emotional attachment to the ship that we doomed. That's mostly it. Alright, cool. We're currently working on Cassandra's quest where we have to walk around and kill people, but in the process of doing that, we are taking over this keep and figuring out how to open a door. And that's... How big is this keep?
I am ready to serve.
What are you... Oh, they got the floating book. That's cool.
Life is nothing.
That...
He will reign.
That was cool. I enjoyed that animation a lot, actually. So I was supposed to be a tiefling? That's interesting. He at least started out as one, or was one before he was an elf, which I thought was kind of cool. I've seen a video of, I guess, that older model. I'd have to track it back. Oh. Well, okay. Where is Cole? Let me get to where I can see this child of mine. I think he's over there. Yeah. Sick. Okay. So binders with their floating books. I love that. I think floating books look so cool. He's just over there reading. Beric, don't have to see this. What's wrong, Seeker? Don't want to see our handiwork. Oh, the handiwork. What the Melly? Henna, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Saw that about Astarion and Karlach. Why is Cole dying? The Shane Larian got to cut content, but still they knock it out of the park. Yeah. Honestly, I do think it would have been cool to see the game the way they fully like had imagined and intended it, but I'm also really happy with what we got.
We should bring in our forces to occupy the castle.
You're so right. Good eating soup. That sounds so tasty and cozy. I love that for you. I have not had soup in a while. I also just don't really like soup. I like the idea of soup, but I'm not much of a soup eater. Oh, yeah. Placing the flag. I love that I just have that on me. Think soup's overrated. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes and a lot of tomato-based things, and I feel like a lot of soup I had growing up was tomato-based, but I've also realized I just don't like broths and eating food submerged in broths. Like, just a lot of things about soups conceptually I do not like.
Been set up a week. I have a patrol out at the moment. Some of the men cited darkspawn in the area. I have reports that bandits have taken up squatting in the fortress the wardens abandoned. We're reasonably well entrenched here, but the keep's water supply has been problematic.
Oh.
It's causing delays. I'll prepare the troops for inspection at once.
Not the delays. Yeah, what's the problem with the water supply? That seems very important. Just walking around carrying a whole ass flag in your pocket. You know, my inventory is always full, so that must be why. hate tomatoes. I'm glad you agree with me, Hannah. Tomatoes are gross. Another Darkspawn native. Starkhaven. Another Starkhaven native that's... You know, I know a certain Starkhaven native that probably would have been very upset by that mix-up.
What's wrong with the water supply?
The fort's well is full of garbage. Blasted Venatori threw corpses in there. There's an oasis nearby, but a Vargast claimed it. Doing a decent job of keeping us away, too. 4 soldiers have already fallen to venom and claws. We'll need reinforcements to drive the monster out.
Okay. So we're probably gonna have to do that at some point. Well, that's brothy. It might be teetering on stew. I made a concoction of chicken bacon and I turned cheddar bay biscuits into dumplings. Oh, sick. Okay. That sounds good.
Report. What's the situation in the Warden's fortress?
Bandits moved in. Worse than quillbacks, if you ask me. They're holed up in there and using it as a base to strike at our supply caravans. Blasted scavengers.
Oh, rest in peace. So what's going on with these Darkspawn? Tomatoes are good. What the fuck are you guys smoking? Hey, Nico, think of it this way. There's more tomatoes for you because the rest of us hate them. They hurt my mouth. Hannah, you might be allergic to tomatoes.
What can you tell me about the Darkspawn in the area?
The Darkspawn seem to have emerged since we took the keep. I've warned the troops not to engage unless absolutely necessary. We don't need a blight in the ranks. We have to find whatever hole the monsters came from and seal it.
Agreed. Sebastian is actually a Warden fanboy. He likes them more than Aveline does. Wardens take what they will. If I'll remember that as I continue to not die of the blight. I still don't think he would enjoy being called a Darkspawn native. I also don't think the general public know that about the Grey Wardens, that they're a little bit Darkspawn touched. I like tomatoes, but I don't like the middle part of tomatoes. So I guess I'm undecided on the matter. What do you mean the middle part of a tomato? Tell me about yourself,
We
homie.
haven't met, have we? What's your name, soldier? Where have you served?
I beg your pardon, Inquisitor. Knight Captain Rylan at your service. I served with the Templars in Starkhaven until they all ran off to the hills, barking at the moon. Commander Cullen offered me a job, and I was glad to do anything to help stop all this madness.
That's fair. Do you like your current job?
How is the Inquisition treating you so far, Captain?
It's good work. Some of it's a touch batty, but I'm always glad to be doing something useful, Inquisitor. There's no shortage of things that need repaired, shored up, or just a good bucket of water dumped on them.
Okay, me when I'm trying to kiss Karlak. He's a Templar, end him. Well, he seems okay enough for now. Might have something to do with the 4th Blight ending in Starkhaven. Patty, now that's a Scot. Is that like a very common, like Scottish term, like phrasing there? The part with the seeds? Oh, that checks out. Love kissing Karlak, and I know you do, Hannah, and I know you do. How do you know Cullen?
If you were in Starkhaven, how do you know Cullen?
After Kirkwall exploded, Starkhaven sent aid. Rubble fell on much of the city.
Is that what Sebastian's calling it now?
Or trapped in collapsed buildings. I coordinated rescue efforts and met Cullen while he was trying to command what was left of Kirkwall's Templars.
Yeah, Meredith really did a number on those Templars,
you didn't want to leave the Chantry with the others of your order?
Sacred duties are all well and good, but someone needs to do real work now and then. If the barracks are on fire, I'm going for water, not standing around smiting the ash for heresy. Ah, respectfully speaking, of course, Inquisitor.
Carry on, Captain.
Okay.
Yes,
Going to play Inquisition, lurk mode active. I hope you have fun! I hope you have fun playing. What is this? Okay. Oh, there's another campsite up there? That might be inside the wall. Okay. So, what does this... Oh, yeah, I need to rest. Don't do all that. Sebastian canonically aids Kirkwall. The annexing Kirkwall mission is just him pranking Varric. Diamond north of the fort is your next point of interest. Okay. North of the fort. That's not the quest map. What am I doing? Got it. Okay. Oh, we got a Memories of the Grey in there. I was just trying to jump. But I guess we've accidentally rested again. That's okay. We're gonna be very well rested. I'm gonna play Nioh 2. I'll be lurking. I hope you have funs in it. Have a good time. I think the canon they use in the comics is that Anders is dead. Well, that's just simply incorrect. Not around here. Not around here will Anders ever perish. Actually, he and Hawk are immortal, and so is the rest of the Kirkwall gang, and they're just living their best lives. They're living their best lives.
I haven't seen Jared lately.
Girl, how the fuck do I get out of here?
The healers say you'll live.
Where are the doors? Call me, not the call me boring. Wrong Scottish accent, I think. I mean, it makes the most sense. How having Anders be dead in the canon.
We've got until the next ship.
Okay. So to get back to the first 5 graphic novels, was not a fan of the first one. Like, it should have been more fanficky with Varric, Izzy, and Alistair Tiva. That would have been very, very fun. Oh. You know, didn't think the dust plains would be the place where all the dust is in the air. Man's a terrorist and betrayed Hawk's trust, and not in the bullshit way like Morgan betrayed the warden by leaving. I am still a little upset that he, like, because and to be fair, Anders can't possibly know this about me, but the way I played the game, like, I would have helped him.
The air hurts. I need to stop.
Okay, okay.
The Darkspawn got through. I'll have to see what our people at Skyhold can do.
Right, so let's go back to Skyhold real quick. I feel like Anders' whole thing would have been more effective if he was not working entirely by himself. I think it could have had more of a positive impact if there was, like, a plan. If there was a plan beyond blowing it up and being a martyr. And I feel like the way I was playing Hawk, he definitely would have stepped up and done that. And, like, I am upset that he lied to me, but, like, it's because I would have done it anyway. Like, this was pointless. we could have worked together and, like, actually made a change, because based on what I've seen in Inquisition so far, there's not been much of a change. Like, currently it feels more like what Anders did was in vain, and, like, has only just made everything worse for everyone. Hawk can say, I would have helped you if you told me, and Sebastian just goes, you fucking serious? No, he did that. That happened in my game, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just like, dude, Sebastian, why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? Like, do you not see the man I have been for this entire game? Are we being for real right now? I don't think Anders can have a best life at this point. No, Barmy, trust. They're living in a cave together in hiding, and they're playing Minecraft. Like, Anders, let's be evil together. And I wouldn't even necessarily say Anders was being evil. Because it's like the only thing. Let me rephrase that. I don't think he was necessarily being evil. He was trying to make things better for mages at large and trying to stop oppression, and I don't think that will ever make somebody evil. I just also think that his actions could have been more impactful if he actually got to work with a group of mages and not just like doing this thing by himself, and now everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know how this could have worked out to like have it to where it worked out perfectly for everyone, if that's even a possibility, but I do know the way Anders went about it completely by himself is not the best way to go about it. Anders was trying to appease the demon in his brain, or was being steered by the demon in his brain. I know that's for sure the case in if you play as rivals Anders, like if you rival Anders, but when you're friends with him, he completely owns up to it. So I'm not entirely sure if that's still true when you're not challenging his worldview. I'm not sure if he still feels that, like, he didn't want to do it but had to because justice was steering him. Like, in my game, I think he did genuinely want to do it because it was probably an idea planted by justice, but it was something that he was like, no, yeah, we're gonna blow it up and we're gonna fight oppression. He felt very on board with that in my game, but I do know when you're challenging his worldview, he's like, girl, I had to do it. I didn't have control of myself. Which is terrifying for Anders to go through. Rest in peace. Hope he got that sorted. Friend Anders can't tell the difference between him and the demon in his brain. Damn, well, when you put it like that. When you put it like that. Rest in peace. Didn't even leave a manifesto. I think he does write one. He does mention having written one and leaving it places. Rival Anders keeps getting blanks in his memory. Vengeance took me over. I made my friend a demon and he did this. Kill me now before there's nothing left of me. That makes my heart hurt for him. That's so sad. And like the way he keeps trying to warn Meryl to not end up in his place, and Meryl is like, girl, that was never gonna be an option for me. The spirits weren't gonna trick me like they tricked you. Like, damn.
Our soldiers handled themselves well.
I don't know what to spend my perk
come a long
point
way
in.
since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
I've not been using those things. Oh, we have like no points in here. Okay, we have 3 points in here. Thanks to a few well-placed acquaintances and carefully crafted reputation, merchants will pay the Inquisition 10% more for items sold to them. That would be nice if I actually remember to sell items. From an expanding network of contacts among artisans, suppliers, and noble patrons, merchants... Okay, these are all dealing with merchants. Detailed studies show how to get the maximum usable harvest from each plant. Okay. Spotting where the pattern breaks in nature or in civilization grants a significant increase to the discovery range of the searching action. That actually sounds cool as hell. I like that. That will be useful. He reads to you as a rival. If the maker blamed mages for what happened in the Black City, why would he give us magic? And there's like 5 copies strewn throughout Hawk's estate, and apparently it's spelled atrociously. Hey, that's okay. Spelling's hard. If I had to handwrite everything, and like Anders, I probably wouldn't be much better. I don't know how bad is atrociously spelled for Anders, but he's doing his best. Do they teach literacy in the circle? Did he get to learn it? That's actually a better question. Where is the Western Approach? Is that in Orlais? Oh my gosh. We have so many things. Okay. Commander Cullen, we have scattered reports of darkspawn in the area. But it has been difficult to track down their point of origin. They're less hampered by the sulfur pits than we are, and our guess is that they are coming from somewhere on the far side. Our troops can bridge the pits, which should allow us to cross safely and find the location of the darkspawn. But we will need significant resources. Yeah. Girl, you got it. Only thing worse is Hard in Hightown 2. Even harder! What a fucking title. Not to mention, Anders is constantly frenzied because of his condition. Pretty sure the circle provides baseline education. But then that circles back to my other question. Did Anders learn it? Was Anders educated? Yeah, he probably was. I mean, he didn't even go to the circle until he was like 12. So, at that point, that's on his parents more than it is the circle. If I recall correctly, when he reads you his manifesto, he's scrambling with the pages. I feel like at some point I should rival Anders. Maybe that'll be my friendship with Fenris run. Because I was trying to do that, and it's so hard to friendship Fenris when I'm trying to be a normal fucking person about mages. Okay, what is this? The Griffin Wing outpost has some access to water, but not enough to sustain the number of people there for a significant amount of time. The situation is not desperate, but if we are to maintain a presence in the western approach, the outpost will require access to fresh water. Scouts in the western approach have located a potential fresh water source, but were driven off by a wyvern. Damn. I've heard from Sister Rosalie in the approach. She believes that the beast nest in the area and was acting on territorial instinct. Regardless, the wyvern will need to be dealt with before we can enter the area safely. Why do I just have permanent text there now? Situation is improving here at Griffin Wing. Water source is secured and most things are under control. However, our activities in the desert have destroyed some Vargas nests, which has them riled up and desperate. Now they are attacking caravans on the main road. Roads are safe. I haven't seen a Vargas in some time. Sick. Okay. Well, we took care of that. All that glitters? We've received reports of an abandoned gold mine in the hills of South Griffin Wing Keep. According to the locals, the mine's still capable of producing. It was abandoned only because the threat of darkspawn attack made the operation unfeasible. Should we dispatch soldiers to secure the place? Oh, yeah, that's the only option. Okay, sick. There was a bit of a fight at the mine with bandits, apparently. And not even darkspawn. Sick. Love that for them. Improving morale! Our work continues in the approach. It's a difficult post, but our soldiers are determined to represent the Inquisition as best they can. Perhaps a distraction would help. We can see about sending books. We could set up a small library. Our soldiers would be more comfortable if fitted with proper shoes. Simple comforts can go a long way, and rations don't lift a soldier's spirits. We can see that they have a good meal at the end of the day. Oh, I can only do one of these? We need to do all of them. They need proper shoes. Like, they actually need... Okay, that seems like more of a pressing need. You really should. Just keep telling him off and be nice to Meryl. Okay, being nice to Meryl is easy. I can do that. I can do that for sure. The consequences of Blackwall's lie? A letter written in fine hand and lightly scented, signed by Josephine. The issue of Tom Raynor has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. Had we not used the Grey Warden treaties, we might not have found ourselves in so awkward a position. As it is, I receive daily messages from all quarters, demanding we make reparations. We must do something. Did we embarrass a duchess at a soiree by stepping on her gown, or was the sky torn open and haven beset by an ancient darkspawn magister. No, Cullen's kind of cooking. Cullen's kind of cooking here. We needed the gold, we needed the men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them, with or without the treaties. We are not making reparations for what we had to do, what no one else could have done. Don't forget, we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to conscript before, we do now. Do we want the Inquisition to survive beyond Corypheus' defeat? We won't always be at war. Why alienate allies when it would take so little to appease them? Let us return what was taken under false pretense, and put these treaties aside. Step forward, not back. No apologies. What happened with the Wardens gives us more authority than ever to use the treaties. Because, like, we didn't know. We didn't know. It's not the Grey Wardens that are upset. It's just like random ass people that the treaties were with that are upset. Girl. We work with the Grey Wardens now. I don't know. Cullen's right. We have the Wardens out anyway. Who cares? Don't talk to Sutherland. You'll just get him killed. Okay. Canonically survives anyway. Oh. Rest in peace. Asking a learned magic man, are you learned? It's a valid question. You saved him? Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping... I'm still very tunnel vision in the western approach right now, but I was clearing out some things in that area while we were there. Okay. Let us head back out to here. Right. What did that say? I thought that said Astarian for a second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I am the way that I am, but I really did believe that's what it said for a second. Okay, I cannot go there. Yep, that's the gang. Oh. I've done that one other time, and I'm always so scared that I'm gonna, like, press Y by mistake again. You'll probably never get it done, considering you have to go back and forth between the war table and the tavern to get all his quests. That's not your Pookie. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That is so fair. There's so much to do in this game. There's so much. Astarian is in Origins. He was just split into Morgan and Zevran. Listen. I wouldn't even say Zevran is all that similar to Astarian, other than the fact that they're both elven rogues and, like, have slightly sexual humor. I think their characters are pretty different. Like, if anything... Alright. Alright. How to... let me remember how to get out of here first. I gotta shut up about Astarian so I can figure out how to get out of the door. Just remember that one Baldur's Gate 3 animated short with the Astarian theme song? Hello? I don't remember that. I may not have seen it. I don't think I've seen every single animated short. I don't think I've seen every single one. Fuck it, we all have fragments of a star. We all have fragments of Astarian with us. That's so funny. The final patch short? Oh. I may not have seen that. I may not have seen the final patch short, because I feel like the last short I remember seeing was, for, like, the one, wait. Is this the one where they're, Yeah, where it's like in his bedroom, like modern day. I need to watch that again because I don't remember that. It's been so long. Oh, it helps if I go to the beginning of the path.
Don't worry, your worship. We'll hold the bridge against anything.
No darkspawn is coming through here.
How long has it been since the final patch? Because it's been over a year. Like that animation. Because that was like when they also added a bunch of stuff about Dirge, right? Not added a bunch of stuff about Dirge, but like they added the new endings. Those were cool as hell. That's a little guy! That kind of looks like Eevee, the Pokemon. It's just a cute little creature. Okay. That was only 5 months ago? That doesn't feel correct. Not like the final patch, but I think I might be thinking of something different.
Where did they come from?
We need to find out.
There's no way it's only been that long. Unless... No, I think the crossplay patch ended up being different from the Evil Endings patch. Never mind. Are they still making Baldur's Gate 3 shorts? I need to check them out. I don't think so, only because I've not really seen anyone like saying anything about Baldur's Gate 3 animated shorts since the one promoting like the crossplay and like the final patch and all that came out. And it was such a fun little like short. I've not really seen anything other than that. So there might not be more. It's more like microplastics because his pale ass is all over the damn place. And with your help, we can collect enough microplastics to build an entire Astarion. That's so fucking goofy, Barmy. Hasn't had anything since that short, anything at all. Oh. I wonder what they're cooking. Or if they're like taking a little bit of a breather. Because Baldur's Gate 3 seemed like a huge project. And they did a lot of stuff for it after the game came out as well. So, if I were them, it makes sense to take a little bit of a break before you like jump into cooking the next thing. Just to like rest and rejuvenate and get the ideas like flowing again. I don't know. It makes sense to me that they would have like chilled out for a little bit. Cole! Cole, please! My son! So while we're here, can I get enough mana for barrier, please? Thank you. So slay. I'm sure it's a Astarion, I guess. I guess. I love that the Astarion Brainrot has gone from me to you guys now. There we go. Cole's been dying a lot more today. I think Larian Studio said something about a new project and that they will be concentrating on maybe Baldur's Gate 4. It is not. Overlord, they've gone on the record multiple times to say that they are not producing Baldur's Gate 4. They're doing their own thing. I do know what they're working on next is not tied to like any other IP. I think I remember hearing that. It is absolutely not Baldur's Gate 4. The only thing I've heard about a Baldur's Gate 4 is just like Wizards of the Coast saying they would like want to make one. But I think that was only because Baldur's Gate 3 did really well and it was super fucking popular. So they said that when it was still really popular. I don't know. I don't know. They hate working with Hasbro / Wizards of the Coast. And I can't blame them. I can't blame them at all. And like everyone, I think it was everyone that they worked with while making the game no longer works at Wizards of the Coast anymore. Or like Hasbro or whatever. Like everyone they worked with got let go at some point. And just like the way that company has been, I think has kind of turned him off from wanting to work on him again, or work with him again. Like, that makes so much sense. Not another Planescape game. Barmy, I don't think I've ever played a Planescape game. Unless that's like a style of game. Also wouldn't expect them to buy the Dragon Age IP from the Saudis. I am very sad, but also, weren't we already kind of in that, like, we're probably never getting another Dragon Age game again kind of mindset? Like, wasn't it already kind of a given that EA wasn't going to continue to invest in Dragon Age? Or was that just something people were, like, assuming because they... I don't know. But also, the way they had been treating the Dragon Age team, probably for the best. Probably for the best that they weren't going to try to rush that out anymore, because, like, that's not ideal. Dragon Age is over. I've also, yeah, no, like, I think we've known for oh, I need to level up. I think we've known for a little while now that Dragon Age is over, so I'm not really sure why people are like, damn, the Dragon Age is over now. Like, it was already over. What are we talking about? Not even in a doomer sense, I'm satisfied enough. Yeah, so I've not played Veilguard yet, but I feel like it seemed like maybe things were, like, tied up nicely. I think if CD Projekt Red got the Dragon Age IP, they could do good things with it. It would be cool to see more, but I'm not really, like, having a super strong opinion one way or the other until I finish Veilguard. Because right now, quite frankly, I don't really know what I'm talking about. There's still more game for me. Can we... Oh, they're gonna be smart and not stand on the suspicious. Dead is too melodramatic. No, the games still exist. You can still play them. If you have a computer and are able to mod. No, I have seen a lot of people talk about how, like, a lot of the games are just no longer accessible to people who are, like, console-only players, which sucks. That really does suck. But it's not entirely lost media yet. So I don't know. You still have options, which is better than nothing at all. A lot of the studios people suggest are potential buyers come off as these are the only studios I know. No, I get that. I understand that. I myself do not know a lot of game studios, but I feel like I play a lot more indie games than, like, games with studios that, like, would have the power to buy all that. I don't know. I don't know a lot of studios either, so I can't judge them. But yeah, I don't know if I want a new team to, like, take the universe and do their own thing with it. Because I feel like there's a lot of pros and cons to just being done, or somebody, like, buying it and, like, adding on to what already exists. And regardless of what actually happens with the Dragon Age IP, somebody's going to be upset about it.
There must be
and
more further in.
They're going to be very loud on the internet and make it everyone else's problem. So... Well... What is that noise? Okay. Why not? Welcome in, Kel! How are you? I hope you're doing well! Leapfrog or bust. Guys, what if Leapfrog bought Dragon Age? And made educational Dragon Age games? We're assuming also Saudis would probably remove anything that has magic in the future games, since magic is illegal in Saudi Arabia. Are you for real? I didn't know that. I don't really know a lot about Saudi Arabia. I'm going to be so for real. I know very little about that place. So you could just say anything. And I'd probably believe it until I look it up later. Actually prefer if either Bethesda or Larian got their hands on Dragon Age or Team Ninja. Or FromSoft. Not FromSoft. What did FromSoft make? Would I know anything that they've made? Story of Dragon Age with Souls-like gameplay. No, they can't do that to me. They can't do that to me. Zenith, don't put that out there in the world. I would like new IPs, let things end. That's so true, Kel. We were talking about the fate of Dragon Age, but also like, wasn't it already determined to be dead before EA was bought out? Would be fun, but ultra hard Dragon Age game would fracture already a fractured fan base. Yeah, guys, if they made like fucking Dragon Age, but it was like Bloodborne, I don't know if I could follow them with that. I don't know if I could do that. I don't play those kinds of games because I don't hate myself, and I know that I'm not good enough at those kinds of games for it to be enjoyable for me. But also, no.
So they were using the giant as a beast of burden.
They're
Damn,
very
rest in
strong
peace.
and very angry.
Oh, sick. Alright, so what do I need to light? This is wild. Is that a mummy? I think it is. And then there's this rest in peace to that guy. I don't think the Saudis will censor the games. They are throwing this money at games because they want to use games to make their image better. So while they won't allow the games to be sold in their country, they want the world to like them more, so they won't censor it. Oh, so it's kind of like a soft power kind of thing. Kind of, I see what you're saying. They might only fund online multiplayer games that are easier to make money off of, but I don't think they will flat out censor shit. I hope not. But also, like, people who are worried about Dragon Age, like, the games are already out. The only, like, valid concern that I have seen about Dragon Age specifically is that the Dragon Age Keep might no longer be up for whatever reason. That would suck. That would suck. But I'm also fairly certain somebody out there would make a fan-made replacement. And it would suck to have to, like, redo all of your like, world state info. But I think if it were to go away, somebody somewhere would make a replacement, so you could still continue to have something like that to alter the world states of your games. Let me stop yapping so I can figure out where to go. What to do. I feel like I do need to be doing something with this torch. Let me go back into that room just to make sure I got everything. Understood everything. I think I have. Oh, I forget about this. Just supposed to be investigating the area, and I feel like I need to be looking for something to light up. Something to light up. Did I see this earlier? I don't think I saw this earlier. Oh, hi. Not the wait! Oh no, that was a schematic. Okay. I thought maybe that was something we needed to find to open the doors. But we're inside, so I don't think that's as big of an issue anymore. Also, Inquisition is Souls-like. There's a role in the warrior tree. Cute. You know what I'm not doing? I'm not actively playing as any of my warriors and doing the roles, so it's not a Souls-like to me, specifically. I'll play whatever as long as it has a good story. That's fair. That's fair, Bear Space. There's still going to be restrictions when WWE goes over there. They allow more women to wrestle there, but they have to wear full-ass bodysuits. Okay. Interesting. But at least they're allowing them, period. But yeah, that's... Only played one Souls-like, and it was Stranger of Paradise. There's no way I could remember any of the teams started by former BioWare devs. Oh, rest in peace. absolutely a soft power thing, but they only care about sports games. Which is so, like, funny to me, because I don't really know a lot of people that play. Like, I know sports games are popular, but, like, my brother is the only person I know that, like, actively plays sports games. And, like, actually is into them. And even then, like, at this point, he's pretty much only into basketball. He does not, like, play any of the others anymore that he has. More worried about Mass Effect 5. Oh, yeah. So y'all have been talking about that being in production. Okay. I am missing something. And I think I might have tunnel visioned too hard on trying to find something to light up. We'll just start doing one of these. Not just in production, there's previews. Okay, so is it likely that it could be done before the sale is, like, finalized and is, like, and these investors or, like, new owners have any sort of, I've interacted with this already, have I not? I've not. So silly. Silly me. Because if there's previews, it sounds like it might be getting close to release. But I could be wrong. Because Baldur's Gate 3 was in early access with previews for a long time. Did I not open any of these? I definitely did not see that one. Oh, head back up the stairs. Thanks, because I would have walked around in here doing my little searchy search. Doesn't look like it's been constantly rebooted like Dragon Age 4 was. That's good. That's good at least. Oh. I don't know if I was supposed to go through there, but that's fine. Might be close to its proper press cycle. That's exciting. Yeah, so it seems like the game might release before they have any sort of sway. We're going back in. Don't worry. I thought it was like a door that would open and not a door I was going to go through and go into a different thing. I need to read more, I think, is what I'm learning. Closing Dragon Age Keep is more likely, but they won't remove queer stuff from The Sims. I've heard a lot of people be upset about, like, The Sims. And I kind of forget that The Sims and Dragon Age are owned by the same parent company. Which is, like, wild. Oh, thank God, it gave me my torch back. Okay. Game that will stay outside the country is less likely to be censored. And that makes sense. That checks out. Sims is really broken. Snows in. I've not heard it snowing inside. I've heard so many things about The Sims just over the past like couple of years alone. It sounds like Sims players are truly in the trenches. And rest in peace. Oh, it took my torch away. Well, now I'm sad. Do I need to go back and get the torch again? Should be fine. Took a while between Microsoft's purchase of Activision and it coming into effect. Keep remembering zero punctuation description of The Sims. I do think it's funny though, like half of the time when people complain about The Sims not being a functioning game, it really is just because their mods have not been updated yet, and it's truly a mod issue instead of a game issue, which I think is a little silly, but also like, The Sims is a little busted at times. Base code is really, really broken, and the game crashes get worse with each expansion pack. Oh no! That's frustrating because I know the expansion packs get expensive. That shit really adds up if you are trying to collect like more than just like a few. Velfire is not important. Okay. I got worried because it let me pick it up. It gave me a torch, and then I had nothing to do with it.
Someone should do something about that.
I had nothing to do with it, and then they took it away.
These anyway. I imagine there are a million more still underground.
Probably.
The tunnel was
That's where
open
they
from the
live.
outside. Someone was digging here.
Not digging. Who was playing Minecraft in the ruins? Don't have any mods. It crashes after an hour half the time. That is so upsetting. That is so upsetting. Love both those games too. Yeah, I know that a lot of people out here really love The Sims. I enjoyed it for a period of time, but I found that I just really liked decorating more so than actually like playing the game. Loved to make a little character and like build a house, and that's all I did was just build houses. Surprised by the idea of The Sims being modded. Then I remembered some people make adult visual novels using it. I know a lot of the mods I know about are actually more just like custom content where people add like different furniture, different clothes, or like presets and things like that. Like different hairstyles and things. I think those are very common. Most people I know that play The Sims use a lot of custom content. Biggest online sports games is the soccer online one. My brother played one of the soccer games for a little bit of several years ago. Can't play The Sims unmodded. Yeah, I know a lot of people feel that way. I never really modded The Sims, but I think it's because when I've not really played The Sims since like 2017, and back then I didn't really know how to mod games. And I was also on a laptop that wasn't really made for gaming. So I didn't really bother with it. Just did not bother with it at all. Okay, I should go deeper into the purple. Yes, this is where I need to go. I have a friend who worked for EA. Working on FIFA was one of the most brain dead experiences of his life. Wait, really? Was it just like really repetitive? Because there's not. This might be a dumb question, but is there any sort of story to that game? Because I know like the NBA 2K games that my brother plays, there is a little bit of a story, like not really a story in the sense of like Dragon Age out here to tell a story, but kind of like a My Campaign version where you play as like your self-insert NBA character, and you like just go through their career or whatever. I don't know, like there is a story to play through. Depends on the year, I guess. Okay. Yeah, because if there was like no story, I feel like it would be pretty repetitive to like make the game, because you're just like going through and like doing code for different potential like outcomes of a game, I guess. Anytime I see an Antivan artifact in this game, it just makes me miss Zevran. I don't even get Zevran crumbs. Wait! I do know you encounter your Grey Warden in Veilguard, or you can. Don't tell me anything about it other than, do you get any sort of crumbs for your romanced companion? I'll take even a slight little mention of, oh yeah, that was the one I loved. Like, I'll take anything. Any sort of crumbs. Oh, so I do need to jump down. Right.
Listen.
Didn't like that. Didn't like that one bit. You don't? Oh, rest in peace. Yeah, 40-minute tasteful sex scene. Not the mixed signals from chat. That's crazy. Crazy they would do that in a game that came out so long after Origins came out. Ooh. Rest in peace to me. You don't import your Origins or Dragon Age 2 romance into Veilguard. That's disgusting! It makes sense for Dragon Age 2 not to carry over because Hawk is deceased. Rest in peace. So sorry, Fenris. That's fair. And I guess they are making the assumption that a lot of Veilguard players probably didn't play Origins, or they wanted to make it accessible to people who didn't play Origins, so they didn't want to, like, include too much from previous world states. So I know a lot of people got into Dragon Age through Veilguard. It requires a prison key! Where am I supposed to find a prison key? Oh. Guys, I think this might be the prison key. There's nothing to indicate this place was built over an old Deep Roads entrance. While the complications with Darkspawn were unfortunate, we've dealt with the pack that emerged, and I will hear no further talk of it. We have enough to secure the South Dig site. Okay.
Venatori. They've been excavating. I take it breaking into Darkspawn tunnels wasn't part of the plan.
If I had a nickel for every, like, excavation mining operation where the person in charge was like, hey, there are issues, I don't want to hear about it. I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. Meryl did get mentioned, though? Oh, hell yeah. Love that. So, wrapped prison key, totally different. Venatori you can capture. I'm about to capture somebody?
Giant, watch yourself.
Ooh. Oh, that was scary. Remember someone made a mod to fix the Sims, but it was taken down by the devs? Damn. There's Antiva, but no Zevran. So I'm gonna have to make my own Zevran crumbs. I can do that. I can make my own Zevran crumbs. The note was signed by Service, the Venatori leader you can capture. Oh! I did not realize we were going to be capturing Service. Usually not what we do in this game. You know what? Just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. How Sarani gets mentioned, or Aranai gets mentioned in banter. My Zevran crumbs. It is currently, so for people who aren't like super familiar with how fandoms work, sometimes people will come together and decide that like, hey, we're gonna mark this week as a week dedicated to this particular character or this particular ship or this particular duo, and they will have like themes or like prompts made ahead of time for people to create fan work around. And it's currently Zevran week, so I've been seeing a lot of really good Zevran fan art. I didn't know it was going to be Zevran week, and then I just started seeing a lot of posts tagged Zevran week, and I was very excited. I think a few weeks ago, or like 2 weeks ago, was Dorian week. They've just been hitting all of my baby girls. So. Damn. We need Blackwall with Cole, because he stayed alive a lot more when Blackwall was here.
Nothing's ever simple, is it?
That's what I'm saying, Cassandra.
Someone must have been coordinating their efforts. I doubt they stuck around to fend off Darkspawn.
Well, we'll see, I guess. Sadly, none of my Awakening bros got mentioned, but nothing to say they're not kicking ass alongside my Warden. No, exactly. I'm sure they're all having the best time. I'm sure they're all absolutely out there living their best Warden lives. Okay. This is the campsite! Oh, thank God, because I was almost out of health potions. Lorebook mentions your companion from the Witch Hunt DLC are still together and adventuring. Oh my goodness, I love that. That's so good. I'm glad to have the mention. All right, I need to re-equip my regen potions. Oh, I don't have the stuff to make it. Rest in peace to me. Finn and Arian are canon. Are those from the Witch Hunt DLC? That's very cool.
They're keeping giants as slaves. Have I actually stumbled into a terrible chantry morality play?
Well.
Because there's obviously no way that could go horribly wrong.
Rest in peace to these guys. It's been a good chunk of the week asking friends who have seen Star Trek silly world building questions. Which alien species do you think makes the best horror movies? Oh, that sounds fun. Hey, Cole. Quick question. Why are we fighting that thing that the giant is throwing rocks at instead of the giant? Sorry to put you in this situation, Cole. Please stop. Okay. When I get my mana back, it is barrier time. Oh. Apparently I've casted barrier already when I was not controlling my character. Star Trek invents new alien species every week. That's too broad a question. I've not seen any Star Trek, so I don't have any alien species to offer you. That's so funny. But with it being a really broad question, though, you can get really creative with your answer. It could be anything. It sounds like you have a lot to pick from. Don't throw a rock at me or Cassandra. Oh, she's fine. She can handle a rock or two. Okay. That's why it's a fun question. What were some of the, like, best answers? Everyone has a different answer. I love those kinds of questions. I really do. Because, like, when the category is so broad, I feel like it really can tell a lot about a person. Like with Pokemon, everyone has a favorite Pokemon. And I feel like people who are really into Pokemon, like, their favorite Pokemon really does say something about them. I don't know what it says because I'm not familiar enough, but, like, there's so many you could pick from. So it's really cool to see, like, what everyone has as their favorite. Same with Animal Crossing villagers, honestly. Klingons probably make very gory, but not actually scary horror movies. They're more horror comedies like Evil Dead. We do love a good horror comedy in this house. Oh, hey. Don't you? You're out of bombs. Right. Okay. That's fine. Star Trek aliens are like the X-Men of sci-fi. Too much for everyone. There's too many. That's wild. Why did the Giants have a billion fucking things on them? Oh, this thing has a lot of hit points. I am seeing 4. I don't know how many health bars it has. Sometimes I feel like I'm only seeing 3. No, there are definitely 4 there. Okay. Probably make... Oh, Evil Dead. You know, I wasn't even gonna question you. I was like, sure, there's gotta be a movie named Evil Dead out there. I'm sure there is. Not just something for everyone. Giants eat people who have loot. Why are we digging through their stomach? Where did this one come from? Why are we digging through their stomach for all the loot? That's so goofy of us. There's like 3,000 Pokemon, so there is something for everyone. Like mine is Charizard, like everybody. No, there are definitely a few that I think are pretty common to see as favorites. But then somebody will give you like a deep cut where you're like, oh, wasn't expecting that. And I think that's fun. They turn into rib cages. Alright, so either Dorian and or myself is casting some fuck-ass spell to turn them into rib cages. or like narratively, we're just like, hey, you know what'd be fun? Let's slice this thing open and start looting.
What is that?
Cole, I don't know. Now I'm scared. Now I am nervous.
We should look around.
And okay, you mean the structure. He's definitely talking about the structure. He's got to be talking about the structure. Favorite is Blastoise? Your favorite is Umbreon? Those are all very good choices. I do have a favorite, but it's just based on like the card that I had as a kid that I really liked. But I think it's Chinchou is what it's called. It's basically a Pokemon that is 100% based off of an anglerfish, and it has, I want to say it has 2 antennae. I don't know. I don't remember. But I remember thinking that it was very cool, and I really liked the card. I thought it was pretty. No need to be confused. Look, Cole had me scared when he was like, what is that? It's like, girl, what do you see? What do you see? And why does this feel like a warning? You like Bulbasaur? #1 in the Pokedex, #1 in our hearts. I also do like Bulbasaur. The design is so good. Love a good, like, cottagecore Pokemon. So statues Meredith brings to life? I hope that's not evil foreshadowing. Favorite is Ditto, and I will not explain why. Ditto's the shape-shifting one, right? The silly, goofy shapeshifter. That could be fun. I'm going to choose to ignore the potential freaky Gooner reasons that you're choosing not to explain for the shape-shifting sick as hell option. Girl, stop shooting me.
Hold on, Cole.
Oh my goodness. Cole is stressing me out. How do I keep this kid alive? You don't fight statues in this game, thank God. They're so ominous though, just like out here in the middle of the desert. I do like them. Design-wise, this fucks. It's very cool. Love to see all the immune pop up.
The Venatori will not easily recover now. It should make our own hold on the region stronger.
Great. Love to hear that. Another fun Trek horror movies answer was someone said the Ferengi probably make the best horror movies because at least a few of them would be dedicated to figuring out how to exploit a niche market / fan base for profit. You would get so many wild things. So many wild things out of that. A mosaic piece for Solus. Now talk to the Venatori you killed. Whoa, I can do that? Well. Okay. How am I supposed to speak with them? What is it? Vial of Archdemon blood.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to have him. Thinking the Ferengi would make some kick-ass horror movies, but I don't know enough about Star Trek to be sure. They're always entertaining and snappy dressers. Love that. Oh. There is a person here.
Still breathing. He's resilient, I'll give him that.
I guess we'll
Have
take him in
some
for
of the troops
judgment.
bring him in. I'll deal with him back at Skyhold.
Really just hit a, we'll deal with that later. Okay. That's it! Cassandra's quest is done! I think. Now we just need to speak with her. I think. I'm gonna check the journal. Judgment time! So true. Alright, let's see what our judgment choices are. Why does he look so short here? They made Gaspard look like such a tiny little man in this card. Oh, unless that's supposed to be Duke Gratian. I don't know who's supposed to be in that picture. But they're really tiny looking. All that, I still didn't unlock the door. That's okay. That's okay. I got what I needed from there. We have a camp inside, so it's fine. Google Quark outfits. I'm going to do that right now on my phone. While we wait for Dragon Age to load, we're gonna find out what these silly little guys in Star Trek look like. Do I need to preface this? You know, I'm gonna type in Star Trek after, just so that they know that's what I'm talking about when I say Quark outfits. Oh, those guys! I saw somebody cosplays one recently. Yeah, they're styling. Love that. Gaspard is actually only 3 feet tall. Rest in pieces to the homie. At least she got the camp. Yeah. That's a problem for Windley on a different day when I don't look like him. A Pokemon that I also very like was NT, because the 3rd Pokemon movie, I cry every time I watch that. Oh, that is so fair. I was thinking of Gaspard. I was thinking, wait, wasn't Gaspard in Dragon Age 2? That was another guy. The names are very similar, aren't they? I would also have gotten that mixed up. If I remembered. If I even remembered the character.
Before you is Service of the Minrathous Circle of Magi. You met him and his Venatori in the Western Approach.
I did.
He admits to working for Corypheus, raising monsters, and using magic for conquest.
Damn.
He also used his connections to smuggle magical artifacts out of the Approach, without his master's consent.
He was doing all that.
Whether or not he's loyal to Corypheus has no bearing on his crimes.
I was hired by a third party. I've no loyalty to him. Might you find that useful, Your Worship?
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
Bargain? I plead. I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts. Leave what happened in the Approach behind us, Inquisitor, and I can put them all at your disposal.
On probation? You know, information is not a bad thing to have. Who is this Alexius wannabe? He's always doing scams. Oh, rest in peace. Quark's B-plots in Deep Space Nine are usually a lot of fun. I love that. Gaspard Dupuis was in Dragon Age 2, completely different. Probation's to recruit him. Yeah, I figured. I don't think that's a terrible idea. I feel like giving him back to Corypheus, not the move. Don't know what Corypheus would do, but we can't just have him out there running amok. I mean, we were generous with Alexius, who did a lot more, or was planning to do a lot more than this guy ever has. Sure, why not?
Liliana will assign agents to you. I expect them to inform me that you have been forthright. If you want redemption, you'll have to earn it.
I can more than pay my keep, Inquisitor. Thank you.
Solus approves? Interesting. Interesting. That's surprising. Not that I was, like, surprised that he approves. I was just more surprised he had an opinion on that. Right. Take down... Wait a damn minute. Have I still not taken down Leo of Lucian Bay? Girl. I thought we had done that. Okay. Well. Where the fuck is Leo? In Lucian Bay. All the way out. Okay. We're gonna have to open the door. We're gonna have to get that door open. We'll take Varric. Varric stays alive more. You killed Venatori, not Templars. I just kind of thought, I knew it was in the area. I knew it was in the general area where we also killed the Venatori. If I completed the quest, yeet self out of the area instantly. My bad. My bad. They set me up having it be in the same... having it be in the same area. That's so funny. Alright, gang. Let's head out there. There's so much area behind that other door then, is what I'm learning. Constantly zoom in. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like sometimes with the way I play this game, or just like any RPGs in general, it probably gives a lot of insight into how my brain works. A lot of going all over the place and forgetting things. Alright, this is a canon event. Not this thing trying to bite me! Criminal. One of the bigger areas. This place is huge! This place is very large. I did not realize how big of an area this was. Because, like, it looks pretty big on the map, but, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because the terrain of the area is just, like, a vast, open desert. So, it feels like a much bigger area as well. It's like, you can just see for miles. Going all over the place and forgetting things is a canon event. Yes? Yes. You know, Windley can't help it. He probably has undiagnosed ADHD. I don't know what you want from him. Imprised and hissing wastes are bigger. This place just... I don't know. Why do we have all the... Oh, I think I've spotted the Templars. Not them immediately paralyzing themselves. I want Windley to deliver me a cheeseburger, fries, and a drink, actually. Quite frankly, respectfully, I think if Windley had to work in customer service or, like, at a fast food joint, I think he would just combust in, like, explode out of anxiety. He just has that face, has that aura about him. Wow. Don't tell Cullen, but we love beating up Templars around here. Those weren't even the guys. Those weren't even the guys. Or were they even Templars, or did I just assume that because they were in armor? Don't tell Cullen. Don't tell Cullen about any of this.
This is one of the mages I spoke of.
Oh, girl. They got the books out? None of my mage characters did all that. That's so fun. It's different. It's almost 3 a.m. here, so it's a good night from me. Nice to that Frenchie guest card. We will, we will. Thanks for coming to hang out with us, Overlord. I hope you sleep well. Rest in peace. I could imagine him doing that. I could also imagine him just crashing out on a customer. I don't know. I don't know if he would crash out on a customer. Maybe not directly to their face. Because, like, y'all see the way we've been roleplaying Windley? Oh. Oh, no, you got it. You got it, girl. Windley has been so against confrontation that he has made himself believe. He has turned himself faithful to a faith that he didn't even believe in before the events of this game. That's how non-confrontational this man is. So, like, I don't know if he would crash out on somebody. Okay. Now we can go back to Skyhold. How the turns have tabled. And that's that. We did the quest this time, and I'm not a liar when I say it today, or this time. What did I miss? I know I need to empty my inventory. I don't remember where the chest was to do that. Still didn't open the door. It's fine. It's fine. You know, at this point, the door can stay closed. The door can stay closed. I don't even care. Customer service would get anyone to break. This woman I work with went from I like people to I want to strangle an old lady in a matter of months. I mean, same. But, like, I would rather... I can't do confrontation. Which I'm sure you guys have seen with the way I play video games. Did I read that correctly? Is one of the items I can put on a kitty's collar? Okay, sure, yeah, why not? Just throwing everything in our chest. Okay. Dagna has a... I should have been paying attention. I gotta go back in there. I want to see her... Our child. Well, not Windley's child. This is like Wheatley's child. No, it's not. Wheatley's child is actually on the other side of the map.
I have to know what it was like. The colors, the smells, the magic. I'm sorry, it's just so exciting. You went into the Fade. If you have time, Inquisitor, do tell.
So... You noticed the anchor?
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Coryphia say. That's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open. But it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Alright, you asked about the Fade, girly
you seemed
pop?
excited that I fell into the faded adamant.
Excited? Spring gets me excited. This is a wonder. It's probably hard to relate, but dwarves don't dream. So I can't even guess what it's like. I can't even understand what dreams are. But you were there. And came back. Can I take a sample?
A sample?
Oh, that sounded sinister. I meant, can I cut a little piece off of you and do things to it? That didn't sound better.
That's actually worse. That's actually worse, but I'll give you a full
You'll have
report.
a full report of everything I saw. Will that do?
It's a start. I'm sorry, it's just... This is exciting. It all is. Your people cleaned you up after your fall. I wonder if anything is left. So much to think about.
You are strangely off-putting, but I do love that.
What can I do for you?
Wait, why
I'll
do
see
you
you
still...
later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Oh. That's fine. I do love her. I'm glad she's here. Kitty's collar is a good item to have. I just... You know, I wasn't expecting to see that. And it's kind of funny because... my elf ears that I wanted to wear for Wendley are the same ears I use for Astarion. They were wrapped up in like a paper towel because they do have like makeup on them to make them change the color a little bit. They were wrapped up in a paper towel, and in the Ziploc bag I keep my vampire teeth in. So I spent 30 minutes looking for them, couldn't find them. There was a split second where I was like, what if I just wear cat ears instead? As a joke, because we call Windley a wet cat of a man. And now that can be more true than ever. Which is so silly. I feel like I should talk to Cassandra. I feel like she might have something to say after we've completed her quest. I don't know if that was her quest per se, but like her thing. We did her thing. Not the My Little Soda Pop. Zenith, did you see? So you know the song in K-pop Demon Hunters that Gino kind of like sings as he's confronting Guima and like going to do the idea of like, hey, what if we do a boy band to fight the girl bands that make it to where you can't get souls? They put that little song on Spotify or like just streaming services in general. I'm very excited about that. I've been listening to it with the rest of the K-pop Demon Hunter songs.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Oh. You good?
Are you all right? You seem very intent.
I am. This needs to be done before I forget. As if written by a dim-witted child.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
That's a good idea.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing.
I mean, there are other people that could do the job that were there.
The spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
No. That was definitely Justinia, Divine Justinia that we saw. I think it is. That's kind of what the story has led me to believe. Yeah, I believe it was her.
I believe it was the divine. She helped us one last time.
Or like the essence of her, true. The memory of her. I don't know.
I want to believe it.
I think it was. It was her in all the ways that matter,
When they told me
I'll
you
say.
were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time such a thing happened,
about me.
We created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus.
Just gonna ignore the rest of that.
To know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Oh, girl just left me up here. Imagine if Kirkwall had cars and Hawk left his gas cart at home. You think Hawk can afford a car? Better question. You think Hawk can drive? I guess it depends on your specific Hawk. I don't know if Wesley could drive. He was not much of a driving man. Alright, let's do Varric's quest. Actually, Josephine has been waiting longer. Let's do Cullen's quest, because this has actually been here for longer than the others. Other than, like, Memories of the Grave, but, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. Let's go do Josephine's. I have done absolutely nothing in this location. Okay. Not Ironpool. Love you, but you're not. Who am I looking for? I'm looking for Blackwall. Didn't even recognize his card for a second. Yeah. No. Girly pop. Let's do that. The snow scared you away. Oh, this is that place. You're right. You're right. We just got here for like one. Ooh, that Morrigan card has me speechless. That's so pretty. Anyway, we came here for like one thing in particular last time we were here and ended up like getting to it super quick and just haven't been back. That companion card, Fraudwall is aura farming. Zenith, you be nice. We love Blackwall in this house. That's my best friend. That Morgan card, my god, truly had me looking respectfully. Cars should have never been introduced. They are the worst. Imagine cars in Kirkwall would have been interesting, to say the least. I need to go out of camp first. Out of camp first, and then this way a bit. Oh, shit. Y'all gotta level up. Let me get you on that. Oh? Oh. I've not gotten resilience yet. Okay. Oh, we got her looking so warm. Why are you in double daggers? You are done with archery. This is Sarah's thing. Okay. When your stamina is exhausted, you fight even harder, lashing out with fury to win the fight. That's so her. And we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Gang, let's get going. Came here to kill someone for Cassandra? Yes, we did not get very far into this area at all. Who is in here? Oh. I don't know who Mama's ring is for, but we found it. We sure did find it. Okay, well.
Omega, why have you allowed this to happen?
Rest in peace. Flask of Lightning is what you want. Gives her slow time powers. That's cool. Yeah, we're definitely building up to that. I was just kind of going down the line. Because I know we'll probably end up unlocking a lot of that. Or all of that as well. I just feel like we will. This red lyrium is actually crazy. Wesley could afford a car. Bro bought a fucking mansion. A car would be pocket change to him. Yeah, after Act 1, absolutely. I was thinking of Act 1, Wesley. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like that man should not be behind the wheel. I don't think that, you know, as Kirkwall's little darling, they'll let him do it anyway. But, like, that man does not need to be behind the wheel. Hey, gang. I don't think I ever casted barrier on us. Also, welcome in, Pan. Thank you for the follow, Banter. Oh, Sarah moved. No, Blackwall moved. You know, I'll hit him. I'll get him. I'll get both of us. Okay. Unlike her ult, she'll actually use it. Oh, damn. But thanks for the follow, Panzer. I hope you're enjoying the vibes out here. Fenris would own a motorbike. Imagine him doing donuts on the mountain, flipping off the Dalish. I don't know if he'd flip off the Dalish. I feel like he's not that as mad at the Dalish as he is with everyone else. You're so right about him driving a motorbike, though. That is such an accurate read for his character. Fenris does not care for the... I know he doesn't really care for the Dalish, but I feel like it's also, like, he's not, like, that mad at him that mad at them to the point where he's, like, gonna go out of his way to do all that, is what I meant. Like, I don't see him going out of his way. Sees them as pretentious idiots. Damn, that's crazy. I wonder how much of that has to do with the fact that, like, people mistake him for Dalish because he has the blood magic markings. So they're like, oh yeah, you must be a part of a clan. He's like, girl, no. Why would you say that? Is it because of the physical representation of my slavery and trauma? And then you have to hit him with the, yeah, unfortunately it is. Sorry to hear that. I'm not supposed to be climbing this. This is not a mountain climbing game. Why am I hearing a horse? Okay, let me study the map. There's not much to see here. Okay. Where am I trying to go? I need to go all the way down. Damn, okay, we gotta go all the way down. So, not climbing the mountain, I don't think, is the path to go. I feel like he did something like that to mages. I could absolutely see him do that to mages. He absolutely would. And he would specifically make sure he gets to go by wherever Anders is holed up as well. Kirkwall, Spotify, Fenris would listen to My Chemical Romance, Sum 41, and Nirvana. I think he and Musley have that in common. Okay. I'm not seeing it around the mountain as quickly as I would have liked. Maybe there's another sort of path. Following the path for now should be okay. Yeah, I had to get back on it. This feels more like it'll take us up the mountain, which is what I need.
Make a smile upon you. Inquisitor.
Oh, this is the camp. Anyway, we needed to be back here. His entire playlist would look like mine in high school.
Took being this cold to notice that red lyrium gives off heat.
Feels wrong, looks wrong, bad, creepy, wrong.
Oh, maybe... Sarah... I'm sorry. Now I feel bad that I brought you out here. Probably suss out where Anders is hiding and do it. He wouldn't even have to suss it out. He would just have to ask Hawk, and I feel like... depending on, like, the sincerity in which he asked it, my Hawk would be like, oh, are you guys trying to be friends? Yeah, I'll tell you where he lives. Love it when my two baby girls get along. But I think that would only work one time, and then Hawk would be like, nah, Fenris, I've got your number. Yeah, I feel like Fenris would be able to find out where Anders lives pretty easily. These guys are this close to our camp is actually wild. Okay. Yeah, in this map, the red lyrium really does look like it's on fire. Like, we absolutely should not be touching that shit. I mean, we already knew that, but, like, triply so now, because now we're gonna have 3rd-degree burns we have to treat, along with all of the other red lyrium nonsense. Oh, that's lyriumed out temple. Okay. I was like, what is that? It has big ass claws. Look at Blackwalks. He's up in there. It's going to eat the red lyrium as a snack, actually. You might burn your tongue on it. I think I wouldn't recommend eating it. Ooh. They got my ass with that one. Also, you know, I feel like red lyrium would taste like cinnamon. That's just what it looks like. It is giving cinnamon. Yeah. That's a cinnamon red hard candy. Not a fruit flavor. I was gonna ask what would it even taste like, but I already know. I already know. Cinnamon flavored. I was hoping it was cherry flavored. Never mind that. You thought that could be cherry? Are you not a fan of cinnamon? That's so sad. Okay. Hawk would be like, OMG, you're trying to get along with him, and Fenris is like, sure, yeah, totally. And Hawk would be like, here you go. Let me just dox Anders to you. I would absolutely fall for it the first time, too. The first time, absolutely falling for it. After that, maybe not. Fenris gets one good, like, genuine ask out of me, and then I'm like, why do you want to know that information? What's your real reason, homie? Sarah! Also, me. Oh my gosh. Sarah and I are both... We were struggling. Oh, Sarah's got a stinky guy right on her. That's why she was taking so much damage. I hate when people come up to my ranged friends.
More red lyrium. Well, try not to touch it or anything.
Oh, not one of those big guys. Not one of those big guys. Okay. Blackwall's just up there. And it's ignoring him. Okay. We're doing a little bit. We're doing a little bit to him. You know, I kind of regret making Dorian a fire mage now. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's dead. Thank God. Okay. That's just a red lyrium golem at that point. Okay. I don't know if I like the sound of that. Just want to make sure I looted everything. I don't think I missed anything important. Okay. Oh, that's not. That's not a cavern. I need to get to that castle. I'm pretty sure. I need to get on the other side of this rock. Why is there a lock here? Interesting. Okay. Wait, I think Sarah has the opportunity to do the funniest thing right now. That was satisfying. That was very satisfying. That guy completely died to Jar of Bees. That was good. Oh, is this another camp I can set up? Hell yeah. Sick. Alright, supplies have been replenished. Well, can I make more? There we go. I can make more.
For being so unnerved by magic, you aren't shy about benefiting from its effects.
I don't. I use normal things, not magic.
You consider swathing yourself in flame or ice normal and not magic?
For one, it comes out a bottle. For two, I mess up, I get burned. You mess up, your head chucks up a demon. For three, bottle, little burned, no demons. So there.
That was only... You know, if it lets you sleep at night, never mind.
I kind of love the, like, I don't want to fight with Sarah. If she can just keep believing that, that's okay. That's okay. No one has to tell her. Sarah and the woman that she is. I love her. Oh, love hearing werewolves in the distance. Or just wolves. Just wolves. There's no werewolves in Dragon Age. Not yet, at least. Trying to get that way, so I think maybe through here. And I think it winds, yeah, it winds around. Okay. Alphonse's Passage. From Fullmetal Alchemist? That's crazy. Werewolves and origins? Like, actually, you're so right. You're so right. No, they really were. They were cursed. They were cursed by that elf clan. I had completely forgotten about that, or about them being werewolves specifically. What is in there? Why is it green? Don't touch my pyramid. Sorry, homie. Oh. Oh. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at up there. Okay. I'm gonna remember that for later, because I don't know why my gut, I was like, that's us. The color was over there is Sarah. One of those two is Dorian and the other one's me for mage vibes, and then the armor's gotta be Blackwall. I hope I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I think I'm just making shit up. The vibes in that cave are a little off. Episodes where they go to Ferengi planet and the top show is cop landlords. You keep getting clips of this show throughout the episode and they are very funny. That's so silly. That is very silly. Oh, I don't know which direction I came from. Wait. This is not the way to go. Oh. Is that where I came from? It's hard to tell. That's just not in the direction I need to be going. Okay, okay, okay. Back this way. Oh, now we're on the right path, I think. I hope. I went into that cave and got so turned around. This place is very, very fucked up by all this red lyrium. It's kind of wild to see. Is this a pathway? No. It's a little graveyard. Okay. Whose quest have you done so far? So we finished Cassandra's killing people quest, and we did Iron Bull's quest at the start of stream, where we were given the option to kill Krem and gang, which I did not do. I could never. So we did Iron Bull, we did Cassandra's, and now we're working on Cullen's. Girl. I've gone in a circle. Okay. Love that. Love that. Alright, I think we go back to camp. Backtrack a tad. Or actually, just... I don't know where to go. We'll find it.
Good day.
I think it's a matter of, just going around. I also love Krim. And then after we, told Bull that they should retreat, Krim comes up to us and they're like, I knew you'd have made a good choice for us. And I was like, damn. You're so right. I could never go back and make that choice different, especially now that you've, told me how much you believe in me and how much you believe that I am looking out for you guys and have your best interest at heart. It made me so sad to know that I could have done that differently and gotten them killed. Like, the whole gang. And I adore Iron Bull's gang. I think they're so cool. Okay. I feel like in here is the move, and there's that creepy little cave. And then it loops back up. Loops back up and around. Okay. I don't think I came in here. This looks new. Or new to me, at least. But now we're headed in the wrong direction. And to go back in the right direction...
More red lyrium. It spread far from the free marches.
Okay. I think I found some new paths. Maybe. No, I'm in circles! I'm walking in circles! Okay, but there are people up here, so maybe I've not walked in circles over here.
We've been scouting the region, Your Worship. I've some supplies here you may find useful.
Okay, sick. Thank you. Thank you. Can I get a map? I already have a map. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing... Where? I'm just gonna teleport back here. We're just start over. Found it yet? No. Was I on the right path, like going into those caves? Because I feel like I kept walking into a circle. Oh. Keep right. We'll do that. I just thought I hadn't gone across that bridge before, but maybe I had. Did you tell Cullen not to go do... yeah, so we made sure Cullen had the support he needed from us. Because I said, hey, homie, don't do drugs, but, like, you got it. I believe in you. You got it. So I think he's going to be on the right path. I think it was more beneficial to tell him that he was good and he got it, he didn't need it, and that I would support him, instead of being like, you absolutely should not do that. Like, the option of forbidding it without, like, talking him out of feeling like he needs it. I think he'll be fine. Between me and Cassandra, he'll be fine. Oh. Not these guys respawning. You're going backwards? I'm so confused. I'm so lost and confused. Okay. I don't really do my ult. What am I doing? Back to camp across the... Oh. Okay. I see. So I was on that right path. I mistook the chat message. Girl, get out of combat. Thanks. Okay. Caves were the right path. Go further into them.
Inquisitor.
Was I not going further? Okay. So, what we've learned is that you guys do not need to go with me into the caves. Just into caves in general. We will not make it out alive. If we make it out at all. It's a good thing I'm not interested in spelunking. Checking your map to see where you're facing and what's new. Okay. That sounds easy enough. Love a good little disrupting the rift moment. Oh, I missed my chance. Chinchu is basically like, you have trauma, want to numb the pain, here, take this to make your pain go away. I feel like it was more so the Chantry was like, hey, we're gonna train you to be the super cool warrior, but in order to actually, like, be useful, you're gonna have to take this. In order to do your job that I am grooming you into thinking you need to do, you need this. Oh, I didn't actually finish disrupting it. Love that. The beams are shooting out of the rift onto the ground. Yeah, I was trying to do that. I just keep pressing the wrong buttons. Ooh, those are nasty looking. Oh shit. Why can't you take anything? Okay. No, that's fine. I gotta go mana back up. Oh my god! I think I got hit by something crazy. Oh, those are just vents. It all kind of looks the same to me, not gonna lie. Where did Sarah go down? I was about right here. Oh, she just can't take any. There we go. There was this Tom Green skit from 20 years ago where he ran into a cave and he was all babies come from caves and he was throwing baby dolls everywhere. That's wild. I've never heard of that before. That's wild. That's very silly. This creature will not perish, please. I feel like I have a good oh my gosh. I feel like I have a good variety of damage being done here,
Dorian?
please.
Stop looking at me.
I'm wondering if familiarity would cure your suspicion of magic.
I don't need to be familiar with your tool.
Please stop saying
What a way to say it.
and consider how much magic can accomplish. There are benefits for you and everyone. As the Maker said, magic exists to serve.
I don't care. I like you, Dorian. Don't ruin it.
Right. Okay. I think this is